All right, we good?
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 2. We've got some great things coming. Nico, take it away.
All right, it's so awesome to be a part of a university that actually just succeeds at everything. Football started winning finally when I got there. Obviously, we're in the Final Four on our way to win a championship for the first time since 2007, And, for these two guys who are Florida State fans, how does it feel, to know that UF is coming back in the sports realm?
Get on with it.
That's what I thought. All right. Anyway, how are you guys doing? As many of you can see, we actually have a third person. Everyone, Tim has finally joined us.
Yes.
After dealing with a lot over the last couple of months, so happy to have him finally with us. So
finally, our trio has come together.
So the first thing, obviously, we need to discuss is March Madness. Obviously, first time since 2008 that all number 1 seeds made the Final Four, and only the second time ever that's happened. So obviously, March Madness has not been as interesting as it has in the past. But I will say there have been some games that have been incredible to watch. But I was looking at, and everyone says that NIL has ruined college sports. So the first thing I kind of wanted to ask you before we get to the results and all that stuff, do you think that NIL has kind of ruined college basketball? Or do you think that's a bit of an overreaction?
I'll let Tim start.
Tim,
All right. Simple make of it. Look at the teams that won like a little Cinderella run. Look at Arkansas. They have the Davis guy. Started at FAU. Went on his little run. Shebang. Got paid. Arkansas. Bang. Look at Michigan. Their coach. FAU. Got the job. Bang. Michigan. You look at the center they brought from FAU. Golden. FAU goes on a run. Gets his name out. Money. Bang. Michigan. You look at Martin. They got in Florida. FAU.
I was about to say, didn't that FAU team that made it to what was it, like the Final
all
Four?
All three of them,
They all went to they all went to Power 5 schools and basically immediately become star players, or like at least crucial players and coaches.
What do you think about it, Zach?
So collectively, I'm not opposed to NIL, but I do think that it has ruined a lot of like sports, and like especially like March Madness. I feel like it makes it almost extremely hard for these non-Power 5 schools to succeed, because I mean you have these like powerhouse schools obviously, but then like since I've been watching March Madness in college basketball, which has not been very long, but I've always seen at least like one Cinderella, and the closest we had this year was Arkansas.
Yeah.
And there's still an SEC school.
There's two, actually.
It's crazy.
Florida. Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, you're still part of a Power 5, conference. It's not, it's not the same like having like an FAU or like a St. Peter's succeed, or even like what was it? Loyola. That was a fun one.
Chicago.
Yeah, that was a fun one. It's missing that. It's like March Madness, especially, is like missing that element. Now, is it? I feel like it's a little too early to completely blame it on NIL.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it has. It definitely has. A very big factor played into it, because I mean, like I think what Tim was saying. You have these guys performing, at super high levels at these like lower level schools. And now you can just say, hey, we've got blah 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 on the line. They're willing to pay you this amount of money if you just come play for us. And I mean, who wouldn't accept that money? So, it's just gotten a lot harder for these smaller schools to succeed. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is you want the best of the best winning, and so if the best of the best all happen to be on the same team, then. Yeah.
I think this year is the complete anomaly of everything about March Madness. I think NIL has nothing, absolutely zero to do about this year specifically. Because remember, NIL technically started 2023. And the Final Four that year was, if I'm not mistaken, an 8 seed, a 5 seed, a 5 seed, and a 4 seed. And the 4 seed won, which was UConn. And the other 3 teams were Miami, San Diego State, and FAU. And that was the first year that NIL
wasn't North Carolina last year? NC State?
North Carolina, 8 seed.
That was the 8 seed? I thought they were like an 11 seed.
Yeah. So the thing is that this year the problem is that if you look at the metric, the top 4 teams, which were all year, Florida, Auburn, Houston,
Don't mention them.
Houston and Duke, they all were literally top 10 in both offense and defense, and they also had like the best net ratings of all time for basketball. So the thing is that this year, all the top teams were just that good. And that rarely happens. Like I said, the last time that happened was 2008, which was 17 years ago. So I don't think it's gonna happen, because the thing is that, for example, if it was like best of 3 or best of 5, then it would be different.
You can't do that in basketball. I mean,
But that's
you're gonna kill these guys.
In one game, one game makes a difference because it's one game, and this time the top teams made shots. First, look at Alabama. Alabama made 25 threes against BYU, then they shit the bed against Duke. Like everyone says Duke clamped. Sears was terrible. They were missing open threes left and right. They couldn't defend. It's more about the teams just being that good than NIL kind of ruining everything. I won't say it hasn't had, some factor in the grand scheme of things. In the grand scheme of things, it has. But this year specifically, it's more because the top teams are just that good. I mean, you have a 33, you have a 32 and 5 team, a 34 or a 33 and 5, 34 and 4, 35 and 3, and 34 and 4 teams is the Final Four. I mean, come on, that never happens. They're just that good teams, and they all have their strengths. Florida's strength is their depth. I mean, they can go 8 deep into their bench, and it's just good. I mean, we saw Thomas House had 20 and I think 11 off the bench against Texas Tech. Auburn is more about their scoring prowess, and along with Johnny Broome. Duke is more just like raw talent and just pure offensive skill. And Houston is just like lockdown defense with great rebound. I mean, they're just like historically great at all of those things. That's kind of the difference this year. Next year, I guarantee you it won't be this bad. Next year, we'll definitely have some upsets. This year was just because the teams were just that good. It's kind of like with Ohio State this for college football. I knew they lost to Michigan. They did not play their best, but I had a feeling they were not after they lost to Michigan. But I said for the whole year that they were the best team in the country, even though they were a 7 seed, because they're just that good. It has nothing to do with it's missing this, it's missing that. We've had some great games. Like I said, look at Maryland, Colorado State, game-winning shot, right? And obviously Texas Tech, Florida. Clayton goes stupid in the last couple minutes to basically will us to that game. So
I will say credit where credit is due. Clayton has played out of his mind.
Clayton's a dog.
Yeah.
You want him in Orlando, right?
I don't want any more draft picks. I just want proven now players.
Yeah, I'll say some proven talent.
I mean, to be fair, Clayton has proven that he can be
on the college level, not in the NBA.
Yeah,
his shooting's elite. We need that type of shot creation.
Gonna make it in the NBA. He ain't gonna do good.
Oh no, Roop no.
I'd say, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of examples of people who had elite shooting in college and go to
Steph Curry. I'm not comparing him to Steph Curry.
Don't start comparing him to Steph Curry.
Steph Curry was 21 when he was drafted. He was a junior.
But
and the Timberwolves drafted Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn over him because they were freshmen or 18. So
hitting on Rubio, okay, good.
Rubio was good, but he's not Steph Curry, obviously. You get what I'm saying.
Clayton's good. He's not Steph Curry.
I just think that the shot creation that he provides, as well as off the ball shooting that he can provide, is perfect fit for Orlando. He's not bad defensively either. I think he's just like a good fit for us.
I feel like I feel
I'm
like
not saying we take with our first
you've been down
but
that
like
road before.
Like if we have Denver's pick and it's like 20 something and he's still there, take him.
Yeah, but can Clayton be good on like a lower volume, like
Yeah, I think so.
third
He has.
guy?
He has. I've remember I've watched all the games. When the other guys, like when Will Richard or Elijah Martin show up, he also can play off the ball. That's the thing about it, is that he can play. He's very good at catch and shoot. He can play off the ball. He's a good mover. He's better on the ball, but he can adapt to playing off the ball. Especially when Alex Condon is on the court, and along with Will Richard and Elijah Martin, when those four guys are on the court, he does a bit of both. That's just how it is. That's why I think he's good, and he's also clutch. He has ice in his veins. And he's a good free throw shooter, which we desperately need because we can't hit free throws to stay alive. But all right, so I want to ask you guys this one last thing about March Madness. What was the best game so far?
If I had to pick a best game, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Zach's reaction is gonna say that Maryland won on the stream. That was hilarious.
That was a crazy game.
It was good.
that was literally Colorado State. Like they had it in the bag there, and then Maryland just came back and just hit them with what some might say was a travel. Again,
it was a travel, but I'm not going to call it at the end of the game.
Let them play. Let them play. That's my opinion.
I'm fine with that.
That Texas Tech. No, my game of the tournament so far is Texas Tech Arkansas.
That's valid. That's
my game of the tournament.
I agree with that. Actually, I think that game was electric from start to
straight
finish.
Bricks.
I mean, I wouldn't say start to finish because Texas Tech was down by like 14.
They're down by 16 in the second half.
Was it 16?
Also, Texas Tech, Florida. Florida was still pretty much in that game the whole time. The largest deficit they had.
That was a good game as well. Yeah. That was also a very close game.
All right.
I'll mix it up. I'll say BYU Wisconsin just because
that was actually a good game too.
Solid game.
That was a good game. So
Wisconsin always seems to.
They do. I had them in the Elite Eight.
I only had the Soakers soak in one round, but they double soaked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got real wet.
All right. So championship next month. So championship next Monday. Zach, you staying with Florida winning it all?
For the sake of my perfect second chance bracket, I'm saying Duke's winning it all. Duke v Florida. Duke takes it.
Tim, what do you think? Who's winning it all?
I'm gonna stay with Duke, but the only thing Florida's won, but like they've had hella close games.
I'd say Duke's definitely been like the most dominant the most dominant team.
Duke has had the most dominant tournament, but they've also played like the easiest opponents.
I mean, yeah, they played Mount St. Mary's, Baylor, Arizona.
Yeah, to be fair,
Arizona's no joke.
Arizona's no joke, but you know.
And then they played Alabama, who just happened to have a horrible game.
Alabama was the most overrated team. They only can win shooting the ball. When they can't shoot, which is what happened against them yesterday or a couple days ago.
You're just mad because you had them losing to St. Mary's.
I didn't think they're gonna make 25 threes in one game. I've never seen that in my life.
Hey, it happens.
25 of 51 from 3 is nasty work. I mean, let's be honest. No one would have thought that would happen.
I'd say, wasn't that like a school record?
Dude, the fact that BYU made 6 threes and they still scored 90 points or 88 tells you how bad Alabama's defense is.
Yeah.
They're not good.
No, I'm with you on that.
I
never said that Alabama was good, but I'm just saying you're hating because you had them losing to St. Mary's in the second round.
I'm not hating. Is that I've seen them play. And the way they win is the same thing. They outscore you. When it gets to, when it needs to get tough, when it gets tough and they need to make stops, they can't do it. And that's why teams like Duke and Florida, I think, can. Florida has shown multiple times in this tournament alone that when they need to hang their hat, and they need to play physical, and they need to get it done, they do.
Not on defense.
Yes, they did. They're down 10.
I was about to say, but when does that luck run out? Like You can't keep
They
playing
left
from
4 points
behind.
on the board, and like
Yeah.
the post defense is awful. So 80-year-old Broom's gonna go to work. I don't want him to, but
Well, Broom, the last time we played Broom, you shot 8 for 19 and was terrible and had like 5
I
rebounds.
say, what year is he in?
He's a senior.
Like,
And
like
also, here's
like a
the
seventh
thing.
year senior.
they beat Michigan State, and the rest of the team did nothing.
That's the thing. I think we beat Auburn. We beat Auburn at Auburn, and we basically just held them down. We basically destroyed Auburn. That game was only 9 points because we took everyone and put everyone on the bench the last 2 minutes of the game. We were up by 15 at that point. We basically destroyed Auburn.
Michigan State had a guy go 0 for 10. Holy crap.
Yeah. And also, I don't
yeah.
think Florida has played their best basketball yet. I think that they thought too much of themselves, except for Maryland. That game they played their best, especially in that second half.
I'm not gonna completely disagree with you, but I'm like, I mean, how much better can you play?
We can play a lot better. I've seen it. I've seen us play.
I mean, you're coming back from behind. You're doing what you need to do in the last like 5-6 minutes of the game.
The best game that we played was.
I guess if you're playing your best, you wouldn't be down in the first place.
If we played our best, because we're inconsistent. The thing about our team is that we turn the ball over too much when we don't pass the ball, and we just become.
Defense.
No, we're 10th at defensive efficiency, so that makes no sense.
Not the Tech game. I watched 16 minutes of just them giving it to Williams the whole time. It was so boring.
We're still 10th in defensive efficiency, and again,
He
it's
posts
more.
up and he scores.
But again, when we need to make the stops, we did. Part of it was men missing free throws, but that's their fault. And Maryland, look at Maryland. They scored 28 points in the second half. Maryland did.
I will say I do agree that Duke and Florida are definitely like the 1 and 2 like teams.
Yes, I think they're on a collision course. I definitely don't see Houston beating Duke.
I can see Auburn beating Florida, but
I can see it, but it's not likely. I just don't. Florida are actually favored, by the way, in that game by 2.5, I think, or 3 points.
you gotta favor somebody.
Yeah, but they're picking the team that's
I mean, somebody's
Auburn
gotta
is
be
the
the
number-
favorite.
Auburn is the #1 overall seed in the tournament. By the way,
Which
makes no sense.
Which we
but-
all called bullshit on in the first place.
I know, but again, that's kind of the point.
I
Florida-
wonder if the Cooper Flag injury had anything to do with Duke. But
I don't think so.
Well, they gave Duke a cakewalk.
they did.
That's
They
the thing
honestly
about
did.
Duke. Duke has not played tough. Duke hasn't had to go through like really hard.
I'd say that the
competition.
toughest team they probably played was
Bama.
Arizona because I wouldn't even say Bama. But I mean,
Actually,
technically Bama, but they played like shit.
Florida played the 2-time defending national champions. I don't care if they're an 8 seed. Everyone knows they're not an 8 seed, especially a tournament. You just don't. And Texas Tech is a damn good team. They are.
I really wish you lost to Norfolk State.
That was not gonna happen. That was not gonna happen.
Think about it. If Clayton didn't make that shot, we wouldn't be here talking about this.
Right? Exactly.
It's true.
We probably doing the free throw game, and Texas Tech would still miss them. So maybe you still win.
Yeah, that is true.
Or that white guy, he like drained 2 threes. I was like, oh damn.
Thomas House
Hey,
is really good.
I'm about to say, you know me. I love my white basketball boys.
He's a stud. He's a really good player.
Yeah,
but here's the thing.
They're
Florida-
those gritty players, the glue guys, the guys that you would totally let date your daughter. Those kind
The
of guys. We
best,
like those.
the best that Florida has looked all year was the first game against Tennessee at home. We beat them by 30, and there's 3 games actually. That game, the game that we played at Auburn, where we won by 9 points, even though it was more like 15 because we put everyone on the bench. And then when we beat Bama by basically 30, we were up by 30 points with 3 minutes left in the game. Because that way we play good offense and good defense. When we actually try on defense, we actually can get stops. Look at the UConn game. UConn didn't score a point for like 5 minutes at the end of the game. I remember they were just shutting it down like crazy.
As I say, I mean, I also think it's more of a
You
UConn
forget
problem.
about that. UConn literally was winning by 6 points with 7 minutes to go in that game. They did not score another point until like a minute left in that game. They just shut it down. That's my point. When they actually lock in, I saw this article, and I'll never forget it because it's 100% true. They say Auburn and Duke are the 2 best teams if Florida does not play their best. When Florida plays their best, they're the best team in basketball. The problem is they don't always because they beat themselves.
So this is what I'm gonna say though. Like,
The
yeah,
Duke is-
you can't be the best if you're conditional.
you don't
it
turn
can't-
you
it
don't
can't
just
be
turn it on with
conditional
5 minutes
based.
left.
You can't be the best if it's like, oh, if they're
I know.
playing their best, they're the best. You know, it's
But
like,
that's the thing.
but
When they- when-
and according to you, they're not.
They have not played their best at all. The only time that I can say they actually played like their best was the second half against Maryland. That was like, all right, yeah, that's skater basketball, just beating the shit out of
What are we? Jordan Love only showed up in the second half. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what pisses me off. The team sometimes does not show up in the first half.
Oh, I'm all too
but,
familiar.
But I will say, I know it's going to be different because now they know. All right, now we're playing some like. Because I think part of it was like they were underestimating their opponent, especially Tech. They were because my thing is that they're probably exhausted because they have to come back against Arkansas, so they probably thought they would be exhausted in the playoffs. That's probably what happened against them. I know that won't be the case against Auburn. I know that for a fact. They're gonna go because especially as an SEC game, essentially, they're gonna go all in on that. And obviously, championship game, they're gonna go all in on that. So I think it'll be different. I still think Florida wins because of their depth. I think they're the deepest team in the country. Just simple as that. If we can, but the condition is, like I said, it's conditional. I just don't see.
That's why I don't think they're winning.
We'll see. But I will say,
conditional.
I will not be mad if we don't win the championship. I'm happy with the season because we made the Final Four.
And honestly, I don't want.
I want to finish it.
Yeah, I don't want Florida to win because I know if Florida wins, y'all won't shut up about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna talk about it forever.
I mean, you have to say you want Florida to win. You're gonna say, Auburn's got it. What?
I want Florida to win.
But say you literally go to UF. Like if you don't
No.
want Florida to win, then like
Of course, I want Florida to win.
you
I'm just saying,
have an issue.
I just wouldn't be crying in my sleep if we lost
I would be.
to Duke or
I-
Auburn or
I
Houston.
would.
I would.
I mean, Duke's fucking a powerhouse. Proctor versus Clayton, then the rest is.
I will say like my ideal final game though would definitely be Florida versus Duke. I feel like that'd be a really good game.
I think Florida Duke are on a collision course. I just think they are. I think they've been the two best teams to hold. And honestly, I could definitely say they're the best team in the SEC because you want to talk about inconsistency? That is Auburn for you. Like Johnny Boone basically
you're gonna piss off Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley picked Florida to win the whole thing.
That's so like he's dissing his own
Yeah.
alma mater.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing: they beat the shit out of everyone in the SEC tournament. They just breezed through everybody. They won each game by double digits, except for the last game, which was like 9. So.
Well, we know the tournaments don't matter. Michigan is a 5 seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. All right. So baseball started. You know.
We're already switching topics. You know, like we don't want to shit on Florida anymore. I was kind of enjoying that.
I think we gotta need to move on because we've been talking about it for like 25 minutes.
Oh man, I like shitting on Florida.
Unless you want to continue. All right.
I'm kidding. I'm playing.
All right. So if you guys don't know, Rays fan here, Zach's a Yankees fan.
By
Tim's a
default,
Red
I'm not a
Sox fan.
bandwagon. By
He's
default,
not a bandwagon. I can confirm he's not a bandwagon.
By
And Tim's
default.
a Red Sox fan. Tim's a Red Sox fan. So all of us in the AL East, all of us
I'll
hate
say
each other.
all the same.
All of us
All the
hate each other
same.
like that.
division.
Yeah. So obviously headlines: Yankees players, especially Jazz Chisholm Jr.,
Using
Use
completely
a bat.
legal bats.
using bats that basically improve the sweet spot of the bat. So
It just lowered the sweet spot because Volpe couldn't hit a beach ball last year. It's alright.
Listen, I think when you bring in a Nobel Peace Prize MIT graduate to change the game of baseball, and the like rule committee says it's legal, why not? If they say it's legal, it's legal. Like
it's gonna change.
There's no
it's
rule
gonna
breaking.
You know it's gonna change. At
So
the end of the
okay,
year.
I saw this online, and I don't use this often, but they hate us because they ain't us. They hate us because they ain't us.
Dude, the Yankees are not winning the World Series.
No, I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying people are like, oh, it's a whole conspiracy theory about, oh well, since since baseball, like in the steroid era, everybody's watching baseball back then because everybody's hitting home runs. They wanted to almost replicate that without without
not
doing
gonna
steroids again. So instead, they're introducing these new bats, and they gave them to the Yankees because obviously you have Aaron Judge, and they want them to break the home run
if that's
record.
the case, it'd be Shohei Ohtani. Like, stop
Okay.
it.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done.
I-
But then the argument is completely invalid because Aaron Judge doesn't even use the fucking bat. He still uses
Doesn't
his
use the
own
bat.
bat.
He doesn't use
He
the bat.
doesn't need that damn bat.
He doesn't need.
No,
bro,
it's
he
literally
doesn't use the
it's
bat.
all these contact hitters that just struggle with the power to get it over the fence. And so now that you have that more mass shifted down the bat a little bit towards the logo, they're able to get better contact on it and get that shit over the fence. And honestly, if you're playing Yankee Stadium, you should be getting it over the fence.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
you
you
can't.
can't-
It's a Little League World Series, dude. Like,
So
That's why Yankee Stadium has fun games to watch.
the bats don't mean shit. I mean, what are we doing? It's fine. It's not that big of a deal. If
I
they hit
think
an
I
extra-
think I
you
think
can use
people
the fucking
throw
bat
too much
yourself.
of a fit about it. I
You can
think
use-
yeah.
See, here's the thing. I don't understand. If someone's using it and it says it's legal, you use it as well. So no complaining. That's what I don't understand. I just don't understand.
But everybody's like, oh, they have an unfair advantage though because they got to practice with it all off season and like nobody knew about it until now.
No
It's
one
like,
cares.
okay, so you go hire an MIT graduate,
That's your
Nobel
fault.
Peace
Your fault.
Prize, person or whatever.
That
You
is
know,
your fault.
I think that's just the
The one
Yankees.
thing I will say though, yeah,
They're just being smart, playing smart baseball.
the AL East might be actually quite good this year.
Probably.
His one thing I will say, the Rays pitching staff, damn, that pitching staff is good. Holy crap. Holy crap, that pitching staff is insane.
So how is it playing in Daddy's home?
Honestly, the fans are showing up. I will say.
When you're in Tampa, I'd hope so.
we
Yeah.
like 5K
It's-
seats. You know?
So I was gonna say, I'm gonna say you're in Tampa. I'd hope so.
Yeah, I mean,
By the gracious hearts of the New York Yankees franchise, they said, we feel so bad for you guys.
they're trying to move the team to Orlando. That shit's never gonna happen. And wouldn't
I don't
work.
see why they shouldn't.
Orlando is not a baseball market. It's just not.
They totally could be.
Orlando's
They
better
totally.
go snag the Jags. and put
I'm about to
them in Camping
say
World.
the Jags are
That's
probably
the
gonna go play in Camping World.
See,
I don't want Trevor Lawrence in our premises. Fuck out of here.
Dude,
So here's-
that'd be so funny.
Orlando will always be Orlando Magic and Orlando City Soccer City. The Jaguars.
It wasn't even a soccer. It wasn't even a soccer. It
No, it's
thought
just-
to be a
now it
soccer
is.
city.
Now it is. Now that place is packed every single game. That Orlando City means something to that place. And the Magic are always going to be one. That's the problem. The Magic are always going to be one. It's different than like New York, LA, because LA has the Dodgers. New York
You
has
forget
Yankees,
the
Boston has the Red Sox. The historic franchises. You can't just like move a team to Orlando and just say, "Hey, that's on your team." It just wouldn't work.
well, but here's the
The
thing.
Rays have to stay-
Orlando
Dude,
also has the
Rays have to stay
UFL
in
team.
Tampa. The Rays have to stay in Tampa. Now, whether it's St. Petersburg, no, they need to get out of that area. It needs to be in Tampa. The MLB is trying to force the owner, Stuart Sternberg, because he sucks, to sell the team. And they're trying to basically say, if you move this team out of Tampa, you cannot sell the team. That's basically what's happening. You say you either keep it in Tampa, or you're just gonna be in hell for the next decade. So pick your poison. So that's the thing.
Just don't turn out like the A's.
It won't be the A's because
Don't turn out like the A's.
the MLB is literally trying. The MLB wants to get out of Oakland. That's the difference. They wanted to get out.
Well, because there was no
for the
market
longest
in
time.
Oakland.
There was no market in Oakland. There is a market in Tampa. There is. He is trying to get rid of Sternberg while also trying to keep the team in Tampa. That's the thing. And it's going to happen, I think. I think this offseason, this coming offseason, he's going to sell the team to someone in Tampa and they're going to keep it in Tampa. It's
I
kinda
mean,
like this- just
I don't see why not.
I mean, it should be in Tampa. And I will say though, the pitching staff for the Rays is insane. We had 3 starters go straight back to back to back with 6 innings and like 1 earned run or 2 earned runs or less. I mean, and McClanahan didn't even start.
You want to talk about impressive baseball team?
I mean, the Yankees are just bats like crazy.
I'm
Listen,
talk about shit starts. Let me get started on the Red Sox here. This guy named
Yeah.
Rafael fucking
Devers.
I saw a
He
meme,
sucks.
and somebody
0 for
DM'd him on
16,
Instagram.
12 Ks.
12 Ks.
Oh lord.
He set an MLB record of 10 in a row. It's pretty sweet.
10.
So we put him at DH because Bregman, nice fucking third baseman.
Yeah,
why
I
not?
mean Bregman's obviously
Devers
a better third
can't-
baseman.
Devers can't field a beach ball, so why not put him at DH? That pissed him off mentally, and he cannot hit jack shit.
Yeah, asking for a trade.
Our only hope is our farm system's nice. I like we have 3 gods. Roman Anthony's the next Bryce Harper, so he should get called up soon, please.
I love how we have a backup plan for Wander Franco and Junior Caminero, and he's actually like really good.
Wander Franco, we can't talk about him. Younger adults or younger kids.
Nope.
Keep your children away.
Could be an overreaction for Devers. It's only been 4 games. Like, I don't know, just maybe get a home game in there. Why not?
No, but I saw a meme earlier, and it was somebody like DM'd him. It was like, "Can you fucking hit a ball, please?"
I mean, yeah, he
It's
got
bad.
walked 4 times. That was a miracle,
Yeah.
but he's swinging at everything. It's horrid.
Yeah, just fat curveball down in the dirt, just swing at that shit.
Our bullpen's not even doing bad. We've allowed like 0 runs in the past 3 games, and then we still
pitching
just
staff
lead.
has been good. Your pitching last year was really good too, right?
I know. Yeah, we left like 10 runs on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
Signed Garrett O'Shea in the big trade. He should be our ace of the future. His pussy ass better resign. We have Walker Bueller, and he's coming off like Tommy John. He should be all right. Dodgers. Who else we got? No, we signed Aroldis Chapman, closer. That's hilarious. Still throwing 108.
That's funny. I still can't believe he's still pitching. Is he
He's
like
been on
35, 36
he's been
years
on-
old?
Oh shit, he's been on every MLB team.
Might as well be on every NBA team while you're at it.
Aroldis Chapman is 37.
Oh. Bro,
Only problem is
37. Yeah, he's 37 years old.
bro, go home and just sit on the couch and enjoy yourself, man. My lord.
saw some stat is like players moving to DH, their just batting average just plummeted. It's like
They
I
always
don't,
do.
I don't know if it's a mental thing or I think it was
Unless
either
it's- Unless you're
Stanton-
Nelson
Stanton,
Cruz.
or someone said they just weren't as mentally locked in the game when they're just playing DH. I don't know, just chilling in the damn dugout watching their
Unless
boys
you're
field.
Nelson Cruz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nelson Cruz was like the perfect DH. Or even Shohei for that matter.
Trevor Story, you gotta go, bro. You are a nice
You're done with him already.
you're a nice story, but like he's gonna be hurt in 10 games and he's taking these off days. Like, dude. Alright, so
Yeah.
So Nico, what are your thoughts on the Rays farm system? What do you got brewing?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the Rays farm system is always going to be good. They are. They have to, or else the team's going to suck. Our pitching is insane. Like, our pitching staff is absolutely nasty. We have 5 starters who could just go 6 innings each game. I did not know Ryan Pepio was that good. I'm going to be flat out honest. I didn't know he was that good. I knew Taj Bradley was good. But we still have McClanahan. We still have Drew Rasmussen. I mean, we have a stacked-ass team pitch starting rotation. Our hitting, obviously, yeah, little to be desired, but, you know, getting 2 out of 3 against Colorado, even though they're Colorado, it's fine. You know, I don't expect much from this team. I expect maybe a divisional round appearance or wild card, best 2 out of 3, maybe lose, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't really care anymore at this point. It's whatever. But, you know,
It's gonna be the Dodgers, sadly, but screw the Dodgers, but whatever.
if the Dodgers,
I don't think there's any avoiding it. I mean,
if the Dodgers stay healthy, they're going to win. What it is.
can somebody like Japanese baddie like come over and like take Shohei and just like keep him in like?
He's already married.
I know he is. So somebody like just like kidnap him, please.
Jeez. I don't know about that.
Kidnap him, treat him well, obviously, you know, but like, but just keep him away from baseball for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, baseball. Baseball's gonna be interesting this year. It's definitely gonna be
The one thing I will say though,
so much shit going on.
the one thing that's really ironic about the 20 home run game the Yankees had though is obviously you hit it off of fucking Nestor Cortez. It had to be Nestor, bro.
Dude,
It had to be
the
Nestor.
moment that Freddie Freeman hit that home run, against
His career was
he's
ruined.
Cooked.
His career is
Cooked.
done. His career is gone.
Yeah.
His stupid little like fake or little wind up or whatever. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. So glad he's not on the Yankees anymore. After that, like I wish I had a jersey just so I could burn it. Because
Burn it.
I was so fucking pissed off.
I
dude.
still have a Wander Franco T-shirt at my house. I probably might just throw that away.
If I'm you, I'd give that shit to Goodwill.
No, I don't want a kid wearing that.
That'd be even worse.
No, dude, that's like a little kid wearing like Drake merch, dude. You can't do that shit. You can't have yeah, that's like a little kid wearing Drake merch or like a Jew wearing like Kanye merch. Like it
Oh,
just
God.
doesn't match. It can't be.
I sent Zach a video yesterday of.
Oh my
Kanye.
God, Kanye's outfit, dude. Hold on.
He's
Let
cooked.
me pull this up real quick.
No, we're gonna get fucking canceled. Just don't pull it up.
No, we're not.
No, please, we're gonna
Bro,
get canceled.
fine.
Just don't.
Bro,
Please,
it's not bad. It's just he's just an idiot.
No,
He's
knows-
just an actual idiot.
he is an idiot. Just don't pull it up, please.
It's literally just a white, clan outfit, or not a white. It's a black clan outfit, and it's just
Yeah. They just think about it in your brain. We don't need to show it. Just plan. Just think of it in your brain. Absolutely
I'm pulling it up. I'm not gonna put it on stream though. I'm pulling it up just because I want to see it. It looks so stupid.
So dumb. It's actually the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like
I guarantee you it's gonna be at the
he is
first
genuinely
article.
trying to get himself canceled. Like I think he's doing it on purpose at this point.
Is canceled. It's just people.
But he made graduation. At some point, it's too far.
He did make graduation.
And My
so-
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, which is also, I think, in my opinion, his best album. But that's another discussion.
Yeah, here it
Yeah.
is. Kanye West wears. Yeah, he refers to P Diddy as twin and relates to beating women. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
He's a lost cause. Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's cooked. Yeah, he's cooked.
So
Alright,
when Kanye dies, can we didn't people put like Albert Einstein's brain in like a jar? Can we do that to Kanye's and just like study it?
He might be the first artist to ever have a CTE.
Somehow. It's all that fucking nitrous he's inhaling.
Yeah, it's probably that.
And he blames
Speaking-
he blames his dentist and
Speaking of CTE potential, NFL draft is happening in less than a month.
Sweet.
Crazy transition. So obviously Cam Ward's probably gonna go number 1 unless something stupid happens. Abdul Carter,
Come to New England, Travis.
we're going number 2. Tim, you want Travis if you're a Patriot fan. right?
you could definitely use Travis. I mean,
Just get the Swiss Army knife.
I don't know if he's
It's
gonna
either-
bring his girlfriend and his girlfriend's boyfriend or not, but
Either get him or Will Campbell. That's it. Those are your only two options if you're the Patriots.
They complain about his damn arm length. That's
I don't want to fucking
bullshit.
hear that.
I-
He was so
He has like
good
an
in college.
inch off an arm. I don't give a damn. I'm only drafting him if you play him as a guard. I'm not. You don't take it. I'm not a guard tackle. You don't take a
Okay,
guard
you cut
at
out?
4. You either take. I don't know. It depends. It all depends if the 2 quarterbacks go in the top 3. We're chilling.
Did we just cut out?
what now?
What happened?
What do you mean? Did we just cut out? We're fine.
Nico's bugged.
Oh, I'm back.
We could hear you.
Oh, I literally couldn't hear you guys for like 10 seconds. I was like,
I was like, Patriots' plan is we're not taking Campbell to play as a guard. That'd be stupid. You don't do that. If he's a tackle, he's a tackle. But if it's all Cam Ward's gone. If Shador goes 2 or 3, then we're set. We get Abdul or Travis. Abdul going to 4 seems kind of gross.
Travis is definitely. Cleveland's not drafting Travis. My guess they're drafting Abdul Carter because they want to pair him with Miles
You
Garrett.
put him next to Miles Garrett. It's like, oh,
That
yeah,
would be
No.
vicious.
Wait. Just think about it. Look what the Broncos did. They're in cap hell or like money hell. The Russell Wilson BS. They take Bo Nix.
And they get saved.
contract. Yeah, they
get
get
saved.
saved. No money.
Yeah, but I
Just
say
a couple
they get their
years.
asses bailed out.
Browns be like, all right, just take Shador, get off this Deshaun Watson BS.
I heard it was nonsense, but apparently the Cowboys were trying to trade Dak Prescott to Cleveland. I'm like, the only way that works is if you get Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson should not be in Dallas, bro. The Temptations will go crazy in Dallas.
So, okay,
I mean, it's not gonna happen. Even if it was false, even if it were true, it wasn't gonna happen. But
no, it would never happen. But there's also rumors that that Jerry was trying to trade away Micah Parsons as well. And
yeah,
if
Well,
he
here's the thing,
if he does that, like he deserves to get fired. Like 100%. He
Micah,
he
here's the
deserves
thing,
to get
though.
fired.
Micah wants 5 years, $200 million as his contract. That's what he wants. I don't know if I would pay him that long for that much money, given the team that they have. Because the problem is then CD, Dak, and Micah Parsons are tied to your team for the next 4 years for 50% of your cap. I don't think that's a good strategy.
But it's
bad.
Micah Parsons.
I know it's Micah Parsons.
It's still
But-
Micah Parsons.
It's Micah Parsons, but you can't. It's one guy. What about the rest of the defense? And see, here's the thing.
Then
the
they have a
Bengals
stint with
situation's different.
Diggs or
Bengals
whatever on
situation-
defense.
Sure,
You know,
The Bengals situation is different. The
The
Bengals have the offense, especially now with T. Higgins and Jamar Chase staying put. They have the offense. The defense.
they definitely don't have the defense.
When are we going? When do you have confidence in Jerry Jones drafting a good defense?
Never.
He hasn't done that in a long time.
He has the competence of Joe Biden.
The only
I don't think he knows where he is right now.
Hey, Democrat watchers, I'm sorry.
No, but like, dude, tell me the comparisons aren't like eye to eye right there.
the last good pick
Yep,
he had
our
was
viewers are
late.
gone. So yep,
The last
Kevin,
good
Dylan,
defense-
John.
The last good defensive pick he had was Trayvon
Yeah.
Diggs. That was because it was a steal. He just became good. He was bad as
And then he got hurt, but
he's still overrated a little bit.
I still think he's very overrated. The reason why he had all those picks that 1 year is because everybody
Because they
kept
were throwing
targeting
the
him.
ball to him because he was.
I was about to say
giving up, like, 3
everybody
yards.
kept targeting him because he kept giving up yards.
Yeah.
It's the
Um,
Bengals situation. Burrow has an immaculate freaking year. Yeah, you have the offense. Why the hell do you keep T. Higgins? Like, it's still broken. Like,
I
help
didn't
the
understand that
defense
either.
grow.
I really didn't understand that.
Got T. Higgins because the offense is so potent, and I think
You-
the
you're gonna
defense.
be chased the
You
whole
can
time.
draft a
Just-
defense. You can
Yeah,
draft a
it's so
defense
dumb.
in a couple years. Look what the Chiefs did. The Chiefs basically rebuilt their entire defense through the draft in 2 years.
Yeah.
They drafted McDuffie. They drafted Nick Bolton. They drafted Tranquil. They drafted Karlaftis. I mean, they just drafted everybody. L'Jarius Sneed, also. So that's 5 guys who are star
Right.
players on that defense that they drafted themselves. So
They don't have
you
they
can
don't have a
rebuild
T.
it.
Higgins or a Jamar Chase. They just have fucking like Xavier Worth. God.
I mean, pretty
Yeah.
soon,
And they just
soon
build
enough.
up the O-line, get a good run game, and then Mahomes is gay.
He was bad in that Super Bowl. Like he was embarrassingly bad.
Made my day. Go down.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it made my day too.
I hate the Eagles, but if both of them could lose somehow, I wish that happened. But you know, it is what it is. It's better the Eagles than the. God, I would not be able to stand a Chiefs 3P. I would have cried.
Which team, in your guys' opinion, has like the most to lose in this draft? Like they have to nail this draft, or they're like screwed. I don't give me like, you know, the
Like top
Jag.
of the
Don't
order,
get,
or like at the end, like top 10, or what are we talking about?
like go through like all the.
I would say it's got to be like
kind
it's got to be probably top 10 to count for anything.
of like top 10, but don't say like the Titans. Exclude the Titans because they're not gonna get fixed this year. Forget the Titans.
Probably like,
Pull the draft order here.
I actually don't have a top 10 team in mind.
maybe like I don't know. You can say like the Jets, but like I don't know. Like they just need like.
I have a team in mind. Actually, two
I mean,
teams.
The Steelers
But
need
they're
a
both
damn
not top
quarterback, so they get to take one of those little
Steelers.
flyers late.
Zach, what do you think? You think the Packers need to like nail this draft, or you think they just need to like say the?
I think the
quarterback?
Packers
I think the
take
Packers
a-
are fine. I think the Packers are fine. They'll probably take a
corner.
yeah, I was gonna say a corner.
corner. Here's the thing I will say:
They'll,
the two teams that
they'll
have
take a corner or edge rusher. That's my guess.
the two teams I have in
It
mind
just depends what falls.
are both not top 10.
Maybe the
One-
Dolphins. I'm not sure.
Actually, I would okay. Dolphins maybe,
I don't. Like,
but I think they're more farther away.
they need like. I don't know.
I think I want you to hear my reasoning. I want you to listen to me. I think the Bucks are one of them. I think the Commanders are the other. The reason why I say the Bucks is that they drafted so well last year with McMillan, Barton, and Bucky Irving that they're set for their offense for the next couple years, right? The offensive line's good. Baker Mayfield's good, obviously that. If they nail defense, now that the Son Reddick is there and they get another pass rusher and they get a couple corners, they could be a really dangerous team next year. Like,
You
I'm not
just
saying,
love
like,
talking
Super
about the Bucks, don't you?
Well, then why I say Washington? I said Washington.
Okay,
Now,
I thought
get to that-
you were talking about the Bucks.
I am talking about the Bucks right now, but I'm saying Washington as well. I'll get to that.
So here's my thing with Washington though. Like right now, they're still good. So I feel like they don't have as much to
No.
lose as like a team.
I'm saying like if Washington nails their draft on defense and they get like another good Debo, I forgot Debo was there.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Their
Like
defense,
no
their defense is still not good. The point is defense is not
disrespect to Debo, but like
good. Defense
that's
is not good.
that's nothing.
If they nail
dude.
their defense, that team is also dangerous. Those two teams have the most to gain in this draft because they just need to, because they're so good on one side. If they focus on one side of the ball,
You gotta balance it. That's how you win.
you can. It's dangerous. Also, Cincinnati as well. If they just fix their defense, you know it's going to be annoying to play them in the playoffs. It just is because they can score on anyone. Especially the way Joe Burrow played last year. He's probably the best.
He was arguably the best quarterback last year. His team sucked.
I feel like my team though, like that needs to nail this draft. I mean, I want to say like the Giants, but like I can't say the Giants because they're pretty much dead set on one person. So it almost just depends on whether
They're drafting Shedeur Sanders. They
I'm
say
about
they're
to say-
not, but they are. They
I'm
are.
about to say it just depends if Shedeur pans out or not. So
Unless they think Russell Wilson or Jameis Winston is going to win them games, and I don't think they are.
Okay. Let's migrate to that real quick.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you sign Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston? They might literally be the exact same player.
I get the Jameis one. It's like no money, but then the Russell Wilson one's like, okay, buddy, what are you doing?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
getting-
paying him for why?
Dable's gonna run himself out of New York.
He was good one year, then his fat ass can't fucking build a team apparently.
It's
All right, but back to the Commanders. That's what I want the Patriots to be. Obviously, not go that far because that'd be just it's not realistic. But
Oh,
say you get
Drake
Travis
May.
Hunter. Diggs is obviously gonna pull some eyes. It's not the same Diggs, but it's still Diggs. Like I don't care how much you pay
Still
him. They have
fine.
Money. It's like
if
he's
you get
still
Travis
gonna,
Hunter, it'll help.
if Travis
Let's just
Hunter's
put it
like
that
their
way.
second receiver on their second corner, he should cook. But he's not gonna play both sides like that. It's gonna be like.
I mean, listen.
We're not gonna kill the guy. I mean, he's
Yeah.
gonna be. He wants to play every damn down. But
When you have
he
like
does it in
200 million in cap space, go ahead and sign a player like Diggs.
If you're in the red zone, Travis Hunter, you're in the whole time. You just run.
Yeah.
You're not doing this.
Here's the thing:
Yeah.
the Patriots defense is legit because they signed everybody on defense.
Yeah.
Christian
that's
Gonzalez
fine.
is a lockdown corner. Shout out my Colombian homeboy.
Carlton Davis. Fuck it. Why not?
Carlton Davis is not a scrub. He's decent, even though he's still injury prone. Unfortunately, he was really good with us. But if you get Travis Hunter, you have 3 good corners. Your linebackers are good. Your D line got a lot better. Your defense is going to be fine. You have Mike Vrabel as the head coach, which is a home run hire. Like just probably the best.
I said that as soon as
home run hire.
the Patriots
He's the
hired him. That
only-
was definitely
that
one of the
helps.
best coach signings.
That
The only
helps
one that
some-
you can maybe say is Ben Johnson to Chicago. Because Ben Johnson actually said, all right, let's get an offensive line.
Chicago cooked.
Can,
yeah, they
can I
did.
can I pull up the picture of Ben Johnson already looking
Yes, he
miserable
looks-
after 4
He's
days?
trying his.
When he looked
It was 4
looked
days and he looked
exhausted.
miserable.
Yeah.
I'm pulling this up. Hold on.
Being a head coach is a lot different than being an offensive coordinator. I will say
Saw
that.
Caleb-
I think
saw
the
Caleb
Bears are going to be
clean
good though. I
his
think the
nose,
Bears
yeah.
are actually going to be a decent team. I don't know if they make the playoffs, but they definitely won't be as bad as last year. Caleb Williams is good. They have an offensive line finally.
What is y'all's win prediction for the Patriots? Max potential.
I'm gonna look at their schedule.
Oh, it's so cake. There's some bad it's really not.
All right,
It's
Patriots
really stupid.
schedule.
I'll take 9 or 10 max minimum, like 6, 7. I don't know, 6, 7. I did not plan that.
All right.
It's dude. We play like the shitters. Of all
2025. All right, so home is Bills, Browns, Dolphins, Falcons, Giants, Jets, Panthers, Steelers.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Cakewalk.
Yeah.
Oh my! And then away. Okay, the away is kind of hard. Bengals, Bills, Bucks. Okay, then Dolphins, Jets, Saints, Ravens. Oh, you guys might actually win 11 to 12 games next year.
No,
Dude,
no.
okay.
No.
Read
Bills.
the schedule. It's
They're
so bad.
reading- No, their schedule is actually the easiest thing I've ever seen. Bills.
You hope this fit with the Bills. Pull some.
Those,
bullshit
okay,
last
let's
year,
just.
but
I
those
don't.
are
I don't
fine.
think. I don't think they will because I think the Bills got better. But let's just. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just say. Let's just say they don't.
No, they're not. No, but yeah.
Let's just say no. Let's say they go 0-2. Browns
We
win.
play like the
Dolphins
right?
probably. Dolphins at home win. Falcons
Say you,
win.
say you split with the Dolphins 1-1.
Yeah, so 3-3 as of right now. Because I say that you beat the Falcons. Giants win. Jets win. Panthers probably win. Steelers win. And it's Raiders.
Well, Steelers.
So that's 8-3 alone.
They're just stacked.
That's 8-3 alone.
I
After
say
that.
like
And then
nine
Bengals.
wins.
Bengals lost. That's
I think 9
lost.
wins is within the realm of possibility.
I'd say 9, 10, 11, something like that. Somewhere in that range.
11 might be like a stretch, but
Dude, I mean, listen.
because keep in mind though,
Falcons, Giants, Jets, Panthers, Steelers, Raiders are all home games. So that's 6.
but there's
then you
there's
have-
also gonna be those games where like you should win, but for some reason you just don't.
That's
You know.
true. Let's just say okay.
That's what I feel like. I feel like 9's a good,
I just,
especially
I'm just very
especially
high
for a
on
team
Drake
that
May.
won how many games last year? Tim, 4.
I wish we had the first pick, but it's all right. Yeah.
Well, you were in queue to have it
You're
until
gonna- I mean, you
fucking
wouldn't-
Mayo
you- I mean, you
decided,
wouldn't
yeah,
draft
let's
him
go
over
fucking win. Let's go
Sanders
fucking win.
anyway. You're gonna get Travis Hunter regardless, so it doesn't matter.
No, yeah, we probably would have traded back to like 3 or something if they really wanted a quarterback.
I just thought it was so funny how Jared Mayo was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go win this game, and then they just fired him.
That's what happened.
I mean, you can't blame Milton. He wants to have a damn job. He's not gonna like shit the bed on purpose for a stupid draft pick.
No, he's not.
See NBA, take notes. NBA, try to win games. Don't try and tank.
See,
Cavs
the
last year.
thing is with tanking though, like and like the NBA, it doesn't work as well as like the NFL
Oh no, it doesn't.
because obviously you have a lottery.
They have to make the lottery, or else teams would tank all the time.
In the NFL, I can see obviously why
Pride in
they
the
don't
NFL.
have a lottery.
That's the difference. There's pride in the NFL. They want to win games.
I
Like,
could also see why they don't have a lottery because it's just like there's so little games to kind of decide, like who gets how much,
Yeah.
whatever.
Back on the Patriots real quick. Like the fact 4 of our games are the Browns, Raiders, Giants, and the Titans. Like, bro.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that is cake. That is cake.
That is cake.
And then the
that is-
Saints.
Saints, yeah.
The Saints will never have cap space for the next like 10 years.
They're
It's that's just the sad
No
truth to
chance.
it.
Bills, no chance. Ravens, no chance. Bucks, it depends who's freaking healthy. Probably not. Steelers, they have like receivers, but still the Steelers. But like Panthers, you never know with Bryce Young. Like you never know. You just gotta wait and see. Drake May could be dog shit for all we know. You never know.
No, Drake May. I'm very high on Drake May. Drake May
No, I'm
showed me a
kidding.
lot last
No,
year.
no.
Drake May's
I'm
good.
like,
All
Thing is,
hail,
they-
all hail Drake
Mac
May.
Jones is shit, but like his problem was he won the first year, and then it just like it fucked up the whole.
Mac
regional.
Jones was so lucky that his team in Alabama
We
made
won
him
with like
look
Devontae
better.
Parker. Like,
Yeah,
because your
wide
defense
Yeah,
was
wasn't Devontae Parker your wide receiver 1 that year too?
Like
Yeah.
Kendrick Bourne and Parker. It was
Like,
it was
eesh.
awful.
That's bad.
We played the Bills 2 straight weeks, beat them in the regular season. They got clapped in the snow in the wild card.
Yeah, didn't the Bills score like 49 points?
I think we beat them when we Mac Jones threw the ball 3 times, I think, or twice.
Oh my god, but yeah, your schedule's so cake, dude.
I mean, just like it's like the shitty opponents that don't want to win. Like the Titans don't want to win. It's gonna be a Cam Ward sit in the pocket and pray to God. Who's he throwing to? Like
Traylon Burks, I guess.
Calvin Ridley, dude. Was he 32? Like
Yeah, it's
it's like
I forgot
Cam
Calvin
Ward's
Ridley's
like,
still
I'm
playing.
the first pick. Like, dude, you're going to the Titans. You're never gonna win. Like, come on.
Wasn't there a whole thing about Shedeur Sanders came out and said like he's gonna like refuse to like go and play for the
Cam Ward's. I mean, Shador's gonna do some like Eli Manning.
Shedeur said he's
BS.
gonna play. He said no, he's gonna do it. You can't just say that.
So
I
Here's-
I see Shador.
he's
in a
not
brown
good
uniform,
enough to
not a
pull
brown
an Eli
uniform.
Manning. He's not
Yeah.
good enough to
No.
do that.
I saw a
By
thing
no
though.
means.
If he doesn't go
I saw
top
this
3,
comparison, and it makes no sense.
If he doesn't go, my bad. If he doesn't go top 3, like he could drop far. Like if the Steelers somehow snag him, because like
good,
teams
yeah.
after that don't need a damn quarterback unless you're like stupid or like the Raiders
Interesting.
have. Geno.
Honestly, for his shit with like not showing up to the combine and everything, I think he deserves to drop
Oh, you saw that coming. He's not doing any workouts.
because it would expose how bad he is. I really don't think he's as good as people say he is.
He's
No, I
accurate
mean,
as hell. I mean, you might.
He's very accurate.
His O line was.
I'm not saying he's not accurate. I don't think he produces.
He had
I think he
like the
does. I think he
DeAndre
does.
Francois O line.
He'll be. I think his ceiling.
We'll come back to this.
No, I think here's ask me if this is a good ceiling for him. I think his ceiling is a more athletic Jared Goff. I think that's his like ceiling.
Yeah.
A
that
more
makes
So,
sense.
athletic
so, so
Jared
in,
Goff.
in,
He
in
can
other
move
words,
way better, but yeah.
He's
That's-
also, he's kind of like Jared Goff. He's a very good pocket passer. He's just more athletic. I just think that's his ceiling, and I think you can win a championship with that because if you have the right team around him.
if
Yeah,
you go
I don't know where he's
if you
gonna
go to a team like the Browns, you ain't doing that.
Did they even Nico?
Who did the-
Colorado had no run.
Oh
game,
right, Gino. I was gonna say who the Raiders have a quarterback. I was like, oh Gino. I forgot about they traded for him because Pete
That's-
Carroll's there now. Forgot about that. Yeah, it is what it is. NFL
Point-
season is gonna be interesting.
About to say pointless signing for the Raiders, but go for it, I guess.
All right, so if you had to put money on it, what is your top 5 in the draft? Obviously, like Cam Ward.
All right, Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, Will Campbell, and who's? Oh, sorry, no. Sorry, excuse me. Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, Travis Hunter, Jadir Sanders to the Giants, and then the Jaguars take Will Campbell. That's what I think is gonna happen.
So if it goes Cam Ward, Shador, you think the Giants just you don't just pass up Travis Hunter? That's so stupid.
You can't.
But
And
the
then like,
Browns are the
Abdul
second-
Carter drops to us. I'm like, all right, more D line, I'll take it. Edge rusher, fuck it.
I mean, he's insane though, so you know,
Feels like the injury
I
risk,
would be,
but he
I
looks
would be
fine.
more than happy.
I'd be fine.
taking
Like
him.
if he's anywhere close to Micah Parsons,
Dude, he could totally be, you know.
If
like
Abdul
Parsons.
Carter is as good as he's supposed to be with Miles Garrett, that is nasty. That is an absolute.
No, that would be a
dangerous
nasty D line.
What do you think the biggest like bust is? Like he's getting like top 15 and he's like nothing.
Hold on. I'm gonna look at the.
Yeah, I'm just pulling up a mock draft.
Actually, I have the answer for you. It's gonna be Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart will go top 15 or top 20 in this
he
draft.
won't.
Oh my god.
Yes,
No,
he
he
will.
won't.
He's gonna like take he's gonna try to be like a Bo Nix. God.
He is going to be drafted. in the first round.
If he does, if he gets drafted first round, which honestly, you're probably right. He probably will, but I really
saw
hope
one,
he
he's gonna
doesn't.
Go to the Rams.
That's not
That-
happening. That's not,
No,
actually,
I could
actually,
totally see. I could
can
really
that.
see. I
Never
could
mind.
really
I
see
can see that.
I could honestly really see that. Now,
And there's-
okay. So here's the thing, right? Everybody said, you know, remember Will Levis? Everyone was like, oh, he's gonna go first round. He's gonna go first round. Like, what did he drop to? Like late second.
Yeah.
But
But the thing is that like the tape, he was always bad.
no, yeah. It's
Jackson Dart, the only
obviously
game
obviously
last year that
different. It's
Jackson
obviously different
Dart
situations.
The only game that last year Jackson Dart literally sucked was when we went to Florida and we just destroyed him in the fourth quarter. That's it. That's the only game where you can like say, all right, yeah, he sucked in that game. The other games, he was great in some games and was okay in others, but he wasn't, just downright dog shit. He
Well,
was dog shit against us.
according to Nico's own words, Jackson Dart was the best quarterback in the SEC.
I did not say that.
Did. And I will
did.
quote. I will
It was
quote.
really
I
good.
will
I
quote
quoted
you. I will
Someone
quote
who
you.
was
down-
a former Gators quarterback in Shane Matthews, and he said that on a show. I quoted him.
Mhm.
This mock draft has Shador going to the Jets. That's wow.
That's not happening. I can promise you
No.
that they would not have signed Justin Fields if they were
No.
going to do that.
This one has the Packers taking. Let's see.
Dude,
it's always- it's just-
if like Will Johnson would fall down to the Packers, I
That's
would
what- yeah.
I would happily take him.
Remember he had Will Johnson and a little rebuild? That was funny.
Dude, I would happily take him.
You know who should get Will Johnson? The Buffalo Bills. You get Will
They
Johnson on
they
that
need Will.
secondary,
They need
That's
funny,
Will
right?
Johnson.
Someone said they did a trade up with the Bucks, the Bills to 19, and then they took
Yeah.
Will Johnson.
Everybody
this
everybody
mock draft
said.
has the Bucks taking Tyler Warren. You want a tight end, Nico?
Shit. All right. Yeah.
Hey, Tyler Warren, I will gladly take.
He was
Ashton
he was
Genty
crazy.
took Pick 20, dude. Genty's not dropping.
Genty's
to 20.
not dropping to 20. I can
The
promise
Bears
you
should
that. He's
just
probably
take
going to
him.
get
The
drafted
Bears take
6.
him.
He's probably going to get drafted 6 to the Raiders.
Yeah, I could see that.
The
Raiders are
Bears
gonna draft-
offense looks so nice, but it's still just Caleb Williams.
Listen, if the Buccaneers get Tyler Warren with Kate Otten, that is nasty right there. Could you imagine Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Jalen McMillan with Tyler Warren and Kate Otten with that offensive line and Bucky Irving and Rashad White?
That would be
Stacked
quite
ass
a.
offense. That offense would be one of the best offenses in the league, if not the best. That team would be so fucking.
All
stacked.
right. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here.
I mean, they were
Packers
literally
should
number.
trade up.
I mean, they do.
Straight up, go get Ted McMillan. Get a dog.
I mean, we don't need. If there's one thing we don't need, it's a receiver.
No,
We have
Packers-
3.
Packers
Oh.
need just like an ace guy.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
Packers-
people were saying like if the Packers were to ever trade up in the draft and get somebody that they really want, it should definitely be this year. I mean, they're fucking hosting the draft.
It should be this
Oh,
year.
yeah, in Green Bay.
Like
that's
if you're going to trade up and like give the fans what they want, like this is the year to do it.
I don't
Yeah.
want them to like settle and just take some linebacker. It's like, oh,
Dude, they're gonna go and fucking draft another like fucking like safety or some shit that we just don't need because we already
Oh,
addressed.
well, you definitely don't need a safety with
We-
McKinney back there now.
I'm about to say we already addressed that in last year's draft and we signed McKinney. So
Yeah,
I get or they'll go and sign some like pointless like O lineman or something like that.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
haven't seen like a mock draft. You guys taking offense. It never happens.
know. If we do take offense, it's always like O line. It's
like,
never a position. It's never like a
thing
like a
I-
skill
like-
player. Never
If I were the Bucks,
never.
I would go after.
And the last skill player we drafted was fucking Jordan Love.
Mm.
If
Unbelievable.
I was the Bucks, I would go after either Tyler Warren, Will Johnson, or the pass rusher from South Carolina or
A&M or one of them. One of those two top pass rushers. Start with them. I think those are the three things that we need. If we get Will Johnson, that's a huge win. Like a huge win.
Yeah, he can go early as like 10, but then he just falls. It just depends.
Yeah,
The
he-
one thing we
could-
don't
he
need is
could
linebacker.
drop.
We got with Levante David. Servace Dennis is actually quite good. He just got hurt. We have DJ Reed back because he just got hurt again last year. If we get Will Johnson with DJ Reed, I think that'd be pretty good.
Bro, every time I see Amika Egbuka, bro, he's a walking JSN. It's the same
Yeah,
dude.
Ibuka's gonna be good.
So like, the Patriots could take a wide receiver in like the second round. But, like, dude, it doesn't make it's stupid because it's just the same thing.
Here's
they do
the
every year.
Bucks.
They
If I
never
was the
pan
Bucks,
out.
if I was the Bucks, this is what I would do. First round,
Waiting.
if Will Johnson's available, take him. If not, draft Tyler Warren if he is. If not, then draft the pass rusher, one of those three, or a linebacker or whatever you can find. Maybe an offensive lineman. I don't know. And then second round, draft Jack Sawyer from Ohio State.
No, that guy's a dog. I know.
That guy is gonna be good.
No, I literally, yeah, I saw that.
That guy is gonna be good. If we can get him at 42, I would love that.
It's like he reminds me of not Braden Fisk
He-
is literally
he's-
the fucking Mason Graham. That's literally.
He reminds me a lot like Max Crosby. I don't think he's going to be as good as Max Crosby, but he plays very similarly. He's very, he's very smart when it comes to pass rushing.
This mock draft has Jackson Dart going 7.
Oh lord.
Like who's the seventh pick in the draft?
The
Jets?
Jets.
The Jets are not taking a quarterback.
So gross.
I
Bro,
mean,
think about
they could.
Taking like
No.
Genty early is so risky because like Genty could have like the same like career as like a Amari Hampton or like a
I can
Leighton
tell you
Vander.
right now, Zach, you do not pay a bench quarterback $20 million a year. And
Well,
pretty
no,
much
no,
all
no,
of
no,
it
no.
guaranteed.
I'm not saying that he would go and start in call it in New York. I'm saying you would probably still have Justin Fields as your starter, but you basically draft him just to kind of like understudy him for like a year or whatever. Not that
Yeah.
Justin Fields can teach anything. No offense, but
Yeah.
just to kind of learn the program. So I'm saying they could technically do that. I mean, look what the Packers do it, and the Packers have done it. 3 quarterbacks in a row.
back to back
but-
times.
yeah, I mean,
the Chiefs
seems
did
to
it
be right
with
now.
Alex Smith and Mahomes.
All right, last thing
Yeah.
for me in the NFL. If I had to put money on it, I'd say we get Abdul Carter because I think I just gonna say the Browns take Shador and then the Giants are like, well, Hunter's there.
It's gonna shake up like that. There's gonna be some like little unexpected.
Yeah.
I just want the 2 quarterbacks to go in front of me because yeah, you need O-line, but it's a boring pick, and I don't think you take them 1 at 4. But yeah, fuck it.
What was the 1 year you guys picked like a center like 20th overall?
Cole Strange, and he plays guard right now. I think.
Yeah.
Cole
He's like-
Strange. He's projected like a
Yeah,
3rd round pick.
Belichick
You're
was
just like,
not
what?
the best drafter.
No, he
We
was
haven't
not.
had a god. We
No,
haven't had
he
a
was
good
not.
receivers. We drafted N'Keal Harry, dude.
Over DK Metcalf and
Yeah,
Debo.
I mean, everyone passed on Metcalf. I thought his health concerns, bro.
Now look at him. He's fucking. He's jacked. Looks like he's on steroids.
Yeah,
Didn't we take
That's just an
Aguilar over
absolute
Dave-
fucking monster.
They took Rager over Jefferson.
Yeah, Rager, yeah, him.
Oh lord, yeah.
The Vikings were like, they're like, what?
They got a Christmas present wrapped and
The thing about
delivered.
the Diggs thing, the money guaranteed is not that bad. It's only 26 million, and then if it doesn't work out, you can really just ship him.
Oh yeah, they can literally opt out of the contract after his first year.
It's,
So
The
it's a
o-
very team
people
friendly
freak
deal.
out because they look at the end number. They're like, "What are you doing, dude?"
Yeah.
And then
The only bad thing about the Diggs contract, I would say,
he's a bitch.
I was gonna say, like, it's not even like the money wise. It's more of just like, one, you're kind of counting on him to stay healthy, and two, he could just continue to be a locker room can.
The thing is, like,
Yeah.
if you like, why the hell would he even come to us in the first place? I know
Yeah.
we paid like the we suck ass tax because like
the we suck ass tax.
it's like you're gonna like pay him more, but like it's surprising he even came here in the first place. It's like what?
You'll
That's
take.
true.
I mean, shit, you'll
Like, if
take
you want,
it.
like,
He's
bro,
still a
he
good
could've just
receiver.
gone to like a contender and pull like a D Hop. Like I think he's way better than D Hop.
Alright.
I don't know.
I think that's enough for NFL.
So now, what I want to do with you two, is I made a slideshow and I want you guys to help me do something. So as you can see, I want you guys to help me rate these NFL memes based on from 1 to 10 based on how funny they are. If you can see the screen, can you
Zero.
guys see the screen?
It's
What
just
am I
a
looking
black
at, the
screen that says
screen,
NBA memes.
Yep.
All right, let me switch.
Yeah, it's just a black screen. Tim, can you see it?
Well, where am I looking?
All right, there we go. I switched it
Look
over.
at NBA memes. It's literally just like a black screen that says NBA memes. You can see
Discord
it.
or
No, on the stream itself. I shared my screen.
Go to
the
the
the YouTube one.
no,
No.
go to the link that I sent you in the thing that you're obviously broadcasting.
Yeah.
I'm only looking at myself.
All right, then go to the YouTube stream then.
So yeah, then go to the YouTube stream. Might be a
Oh
little bit
yeah,
behind.
I see it.
All right, see it? All
Okay,
right.
there you go.
So I want you guys to rate these NBA memes. I have, I believe, 10 for you. And I want you to rate. And I want you to rate them from 1 to 10 based on how funny they are. So
Sure.
first thing up is this iconic moment of LeBron James talking shit to J.R. Smith after Game 1 of the 2018 final.
I mean, can you get any more iconic?
Just look at his face. Just look at his face. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I mean, to be fair, like, I mean, as a person who doesn't watch NBA all that much, like, I see this everywhere. You know,
I see this everywhere. And
there,
here's what's
there's so much potential for it. There's so
Yeah.
much.
Kevin Durant was shook staring at it.
Dude, do you know how hard it is? You know how they say I can hear a photo? I can hear exactly, or remember exactly what was going on before. George Hill misses the free throw. J.R. Smith dribbles it out, passes it, I think, to George Hill again. He just gets blocked by Draymond at the buzzer. And LeBron's like, "Look, what are you doing?" I just remember that moment like crazy. I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me." When that moment happened, like the finals is done. 10, right? I mean, come on, it's got to be 10.
At least the 9.
At least 9. Got to be 10, I think, right, Tim? You think 10?
I mean, okay. Here's the thing.
Last, or what are we doing?
I'm about to say,
No,
are we?
we're ranking each meme based on a 1 to 10. based
Okay,
on
so,
how
okay.
funny
So,
they
no,
are,
no,
iconic
so,
they
so
are.
how do we want to do it? Do we want to rank it like it has to be like a solid, like it has to be number 1, number 2, number 3, number
No,
4, number 5,
I mean,
number
like
6?
just like on a scale from like 1 being it's not funny,
Okay.
or 10. We're not ranking them. We're just like giving them like a rating. All right. Next, we got this iconic Bleacher Report photo. I got one more in me from Vince Carter.
I've seen that one again. Like another.
I've seen that everywhere, bro. No, what's even funnier is like the photo. He's like, I got one more in me. He's just like, I'm fired up.
It's
He's just fucking washed.
it's
That photo
a
looks
great.
washed.
It's a great.
Tim, what do you think? Isn't this like shit funny?
That's a 10. That's a 10 in my book.
I actually
Yeah.
I saw Vince Carter play in Atlanta once. Old ass. It was really funny.
Just as all washed. It's so funny.
I've actually never seen that.
Really? You haven't seen this?
You haven't
No,
seen that?
haven't
I
seen
thought,
that.
oh my god.
You're
No,
kidding.
it's just how?
Bro, I see that everywhere.
I've seen it everywhere, dude. This is hilarious.
It's just like the direct quote from Bleacher Report. It's just, I got one more
Yeah.
in me.
It's got, and it's the photo that makes it funny. He's like, I got one more in me.
Fire man.
All right. I would say 8, 9. I'll go 8, 8.5.
7.
Dude, that's a 10. It's a 10 in my book.
All right.
Because I've seen so many instances where it like has nothing to do with basketball, but they just put that up.
Yeah. All right, next. The lights were brighter than expected by Jared Allen. Tim, you and I love hating on Cleveland. What do you think of this?
Fucking hate his afro ass. I hate Jared Allen. Zero.
Bro really fumbled under the lights. Fumbled.
It's like a 7 for me.
Yeah, it's some people love it. It's like it's more about
funny.
being honest and just like being funny.
He got hurt guarding Mo Wagner. You're an L. Fuck off.
No, Mo Wagner's a dog. Nah, I hate Cleveland. Cleveland thinks they're all like Cleveland actually thinks they're just like Orlando's dads, just because we're hurt all the time. Like, but this moment, you know, it's not bad. I just think it's like more like being a dumbass than being funny. Like, why the fuck would you say this?
I think the only context for saying that is just like I guess just being brutally honest.
Yeah, it's pretty honest. I'd say 6, 7.
I'd say
Oh
it's about like a 6.
Oh my god, Nico. Jeez.
What?
Had to slide a little 6-7 in there, huh?
It's not. It's
Listen,
6 and 7.
Listen.
not-
All bias aside, of course. All bias aside. Move on.
All right. Next, we got the iconic Nick Young missing the 3 and looking away. I mean, this is. I mean, and do I even have to say anymore? This is obviously a fucking 10.
Gotta be. Are you on fucking Instagram right now?
Tim, get back
Are
on.
you on fucking Instagram?
Shit. Yeah, I'm looking on the YouTube. It's delayed.
Oh, I'll just say. You can hear the. We got the Nick Young iconic miss 3. You know, where he just looks away,
Sluggy
has the
P.
3 out, and then just like misses the 3. This is such a great. You can use this so much in real life. It's not even a joke. Like, bro, turn that shit off.
We can hear that, Tim.
Yeah, I'm blasting it.
Okay, I was gonna say it.
You don't even have to hear. Just like look at the photo.
You're not being slick.
Look at the photo. That's all you have to do.
Look, I turned it up on purpose.
All right. Do I even have to say anymore? It's a 10, right?
9, 8.
And
Yeah,
it's
10,
funny.
right?
I
Yeah,
laughed. I giggled.
Yeah. All right. Next. This.
Yeah, like I still it's delayed. Hold up.
LeBron James, no help. I'll just say it for you.
I got no help.
This is so funny because I see this shit everywhere. When one guy is carrying the team and no one else does shit, a la Paulo Banchero, I see this. I just see this.
It's such an unnecessary graphic.
It's so unnecessary, and it's just like no help.
But like, yeah, it's like it's emphasizing oh LeBron obviously no other player averaging more than 11.5 points per game. But it's like, dude, you don't have to add the no help in there.
By the way, Scottie Pippen was on that team when Jordan did it. It says like this hasn't happened in 30 years. Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen that year. It wasn't prime Scottie Pippen, but he did have Scottie Pippen. So, yeah, I mean that's just sad.
This one's like a 7.
Yeah, it's funny because you can use it. It's perfect for anyone who's carrying a team. Like just on their back. Joe Burrow last year, no help.
And no help.
No
Yeah,
help.
he had Jamar Chase.
Sorry, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. No help. Who else? Myles Garrett, no help. Baker Mayfield,
Those are all just
the
those are all
Buccaneers
just lost
offense,
causes.
no help. Yeah. All right, next. Anything's possible.
You should have added the Jason Tatum one.
God.
No, that was just.
You should have added the Jason Tatum
corny
one.
as shit. That was just corny as shit.
It would have been so much funnier, in my opinion.
All right, then we'll do Jason Tatum.
No.
I was thinking that for another one. I was thinking for like another moment.
Jason Tatum could have a whole fucking tier list to himself.
Of auraless
This is
moments. Yeah, you could.
all of his auraless moments. Corny motherfucker, bro.
This is iconic.
It's not funny. It's just iconic. So
It's fun. It's funny in my book just because Jason
he did it
Tatum
first,
fucking
so he's
copied
got the
it.
respect. Tatum, fuck you.
It makes it more funny just because Tatum copied it.
yeah. Jason Tatum hates Sesh. I love it.
like a 4 though, like a 4.
Yeah, it's not funny. It's more iconic than funny, I'd say.
We did it! Yep. That's just corny as shit. That was just like a 1. All right. Celtic Shaq.
You want to talk about being washed? That is the photo for being washed. He looks washed. No. Oh my god. No, I should have done something better.
No, the
no, you know what I
Celtics
should've
should
done?
retire 36.
No, you know what I should have done? I should have had like 2 more photos of Akeem Olajuwon on the Raptors and Patrick Ewing on the Magic.
A trio of big men being washed.
Oh god.
Could you imagine? I just have like Akeem Olajuwon on the left, wearing a Raptors jersey, Shaq with the Celtics, and then Patrick Ewing on a fucking Magic jersey. Like, come on, what are we doing?
Horseman.
This is funny. 8. This is funny. I see this shit everywhere. It's just fucking washed.
It's funny because
Definition of being
I'm
washed.
about to say like that is the gold standard. It's
He
just
just
being
looks
washed.
washed. Look at him.
Your
He just
career
looks
is
old
done.
as he just looks old as shit. All right, I'd say 8. What do you say, Tim?
8'5", bro, so fat.
I'm thinking 9.
Yeah, it's
The
funny.
jerseys don't look.
He
weird.
does. He looks huge, bro.
Number 36.
Yeah, he looks huge. All right, next up, Emo Jimmy. Emo
See-
Jimmy.
With the recent events, I feel like emo Jimmy really came out.
It did.
I feel like that might legitimately be like an alter ego for him. But like,
I will admit, the fact that he did this to mess with ESPN graphics to show this photo every time is funny as shit.
it is funny. I will
I
say
give him
it
credit
is.
for that. So because of that, I'll give him a 5. It's not really funny. It's just well, no, it's
No,
funny.
I'll give him a 7, dude.
I was thinking, yeah, it's actually it's funny.
I'll
Very funny.
I'll give him a 7. But just I think it's hilarious.
It's funny. It's funny. He just looks like some guy just crying in a car, just waiting to get picked up.
Well,
Or,
he looks like the guy you would find like shopping at Hot Topic. Like that's just how it
Drag
is.
queen, dude.
He's like the average Hot Topic like shopper. Like, that's just
The bag of Spencer's.
yeah. Like you go to the back
Yeah.
of Spencer's, like you're gonna find Bo Jimmy. That's just how it is.
Yeah, it's so funny. I'd say 8.
I like how the paint on his nails isn't even like done correctly either.
Exactly. That's what makes it hilarious. That's why I'm giving it an 8. Because the nails
The
are so
paint-
poorly done. It's just what made it even more funny.
Bro needs to sit down with Jared McCain.
All right, I'd say 8. It's funny. All right, next up,
Moving on.
Sam Decker hitting himself in the face at Madison Square Garden.
Solid 8.
Tim, you know this moment. Remember this moment? Sam Decker hits the ground.
Shit's embarrassing.
He's on a.
Wait.
So I don't know if you've seen the clip, Zach. He's on a fast break.
I have.
Oh, you have? Yeah.
Yes.
He's on a fast break and trips and hits the ball in his face.
The former
It's
Badger.
it's so
Sam Decker.
Former
embarrassing.
Wisconsin Badger. God, Sam Decker.
I get secondhand embarrassment from that. That's bad.
That's so funny. That might be one of the funniest moments of the last decade.
I
That's
was
just
saying,
hilarious.
you're played on like a national level.
At Madison Square Garden.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
it's not the damn
yeah.
Kia Center. You're playing at
Yeah, no,
MSG.
yeah, you're playing in a packed Madison Square Garden.
You know that shit's getting broadcasted everywhere. If it was like a Kia Center, no one give a shit. But the
No
fact
one
that
give a
Madison
shit.
Square Garden, and you did this on national, I think this was a nationally televised game.
I'll say it was probably like an 8 o'clock game if I had to guess.
Yeah, and it's just like, no, I'd fucking 10. This is fucking hilarious. I still remember this moment like crazy. Like this shit was hilarious.
I'm giving it a solid 8 just because I also cringe when watching it.
It's so funny.
I cringe from secondhand embarrassment.
Mm-hmm. All right. Last one. You know, we're Magic fans, me and Tim. I know you are a little bit, Zach.
A little
You
bit, I
gotta
follow
end
here
off
and
with
there.
Grady Dick and
10 out of
Anthony
10. 10 out of 10.
Well said. Well said.
Black dick for the win.
Black.
Could have put Suggs in the pick as well, but
I was gonna say we gotta put-
If it was Suggs Black Dick, it would have been the best
Oh,
photo ever.
Greatest photo of
That-
all
that is-
I mean,
time.
you
that
could have drafted him, but no, didn't want that.
That is the only
I mean,
that
I
is
mean,
the
he's
only
like,
thing.
He's like, I'm not mad. I'm not mad we didn't draft him.
It was better than Jet Howard.
Hey, we got a better version of Great Dick. We got Caleb Houston stroking it from deep.
Bro, but just imagine like the Suggs, the Black, to Dick. Bang!
That would be hilarious, bro. I was
Jet
like,
Howard-
I
Jet
gotta
Howard's-
end it off with this.
Yeah, Jet Howard's not gonna be in the league in 2 years.
Just look at Anthony. Just look at his smirk, bro. Look at Anthony Black's smirk. Like he
Yeah,
knows.
yeah,
they know.
they both know. They both
Well, yeah,
know.
you had to go call over like a photographer. It was funny.
So funny.
No, they both know.
They both,
they
do,
both
bro.
do.
That shit is hilarious.
Didn't somebody get like fined for like doing there was some fine involved with that, and I forgot what it was.
I don't think they got fined. For
Not the
it.
players. It was like some sort of like I think it was like a photographer, or like some like media member or some shit like that. I don't know. Somebody like wrote an article on it, or I
I
don't
got a
know.
story. So a friend, someone that I know from my school, he was kind of, I think he was announcing Heat Raptors, and he was saying, Grady Dick, and his boss was saying like, "Hey, you can't say Dick on air." I'm like, and he's like,
That's his fucking name.
I say it like, what do you want me to say, Grady? Oh yeah, Grady down the court. It's like no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
no.
this photo is so funny because everyone
Iconic.
fucking knows. I don't even have to show the names, the back, the last
you-
names
no,
on the
you
back of
don't.
the jersey, and you know what it is.
It's
That shit was
great.
hilarious.
It's even better that that you have wasn't this in Kia Center?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, you can tell because that's the Magic jersey, the blue one. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Sorry, the Raptors were blue. That's my bad. The Raptors were blue. Okay.
Black
Yeah.
Dick.
Yep. 10 out of 10, right? Iconic. Iconic.
At
Iconic.
10,
ass photo. All
10 out
right.
of 10.
All right. That's it. That's kind
10
of what I was.
10 out
going
of
for.
10.
You got some funny things, you know.
All right.
That last photo's hilarious.
Now,
I love. All right.
to end the
let's-
podcast, I do
No.
want to touch up on some
wait, what do you wanna say?
upcoming movies.
I got one more thing. We're
Say it,
gonna say
Tim.
a buy or sell. It can be anything in life.
What?
We got to give our buy or sell. It can be like the T-Bag timeouts or like ass. It can be anything. My sell is. Oh, I can't hear him.
Okay, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
My sell would be. We got to get rid of the 20 minute like the two halves. We got to go to quarters.
I
We can't be
agree,
the only sport
100%,
do- We can't be the only sport doing this.
100%. 100%. It gotta be 10-minute quarters. I don't care if it's 40 minutes. 10-minute quarters.
Like we're
Gotta
5
be.
minutes into the game, your best player gets two fouls. They sit out the whole damn thing.
That is true. That is I'm all for that. I mean, it is kind of stupid. I hate it, but
I understand why they do it. I get it, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Especially now with how fast the pace is, going as fast as it is. Because
Hmm.
the reason why they do it is because college basketball is a lot slower. But now that the
Yeah.
pace is picked up, it has to go to quarters now. 10-minute. I'm not saying it has to go 12-minute quarters.
We got
But
the
10
female. We
minute-
got the females doing quarters. Come on.
yeah.
Actually,
See,
Some of the games are changing the
my cell would definitely be like TV timeouts, bro. Like I'm sick and tired of hearing that.
oh my god, get that
God.
commercial off of my. That commercial's been there for years. They've aired that commercial for
Every
a mil-
fucking year. My bracket's on the brink of getting busted. I just hear the fucking pig every goddamn second. I'm just like,
And a little
Oh.
piggy cried wee wee wee.
Oh.
all the
The
way.
coaches like use it to their advantage.
God.
They know it's every 4 minutes. The time will be at 4:30. They'll call their own timeout because they know there's another one coming.
yeah. No, and
they can,
Tim, you're mentioning to me. It's like that's why you can play your starters the whole entire game because you have TV timeouts like every fucking
Yeah, they
2
run these
minutes.
6-man rotations because you
Yeah.
get a water break in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like oh,
Alright.
and these TV timeouts aren't like they're not short. They're like probably 4 or 5 minutes each.
All right.
Oh.
I have another thing for baseball. Last thing, and then we'll go to our last top.
Well, I was gonna say I want to say what my buy is.
My buy is the MLB should not have a salary cap. It should have a salary minimum. So every team has to spend a
Yeah.
specific minimum amount of money to be able to qualify to play.
I could get
I
behind
guess
that.
that's good for the shittier teams, I guess.
Because like,
it
look at the
forces them to
Rays.
try to compete.
Exactly. I mean, the Rays get by. The Rays are lucky their farm system is that good, or else they'd be shit like every year. They're that lucky.
Yeah.
Isn't,
Except for,
isn't like the A's payroll like nothing?
Yeah, it's like probably
The Marlins payroll. I saw this. The Marlins payroll was less than what Shohei Otani's making on average, even after his contract. It's so dumb.
God.
so.
There's no way you can convince me as a professional sports team should be spending $50 million on an entire team.
Well,
I
so
don't wanna
yeah, so I
hear
was about to say like that. So literally, one guy is making more money than the whole entire roster on the
Yes.
Marlins. That's
it.
crazy.
Yes.
That is crazy. That is
I mean,
that's sad.
Yeah,
That's
the
sad.
Dodgers are OP, but I like how it's good that there's still like other really good teams. It's not like
Yeah. It's not like they're buying every other
Yeah.
play. You can buy other players.
like at least
Yeah.
there's still like I mean our division's like kind of stacked. Like we got the damn Orioles, Rays, Yankees, us. Like
It's always
just the Blue Jays,
it's always
there's the Blue Jays on
competitive.
the side.
yeah, Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays are competitive like here and there, but not recently.
They still have like
They
Vlad
try
built a
and-
shed, but like there's not like a I don't know. It's not like the Washington Wizards. I don't know the White Sox, but like
White Sox, dude. Oh my god, that team sucks.
All right, so my buy would be what the UFL has now adapted into like football in the chip inside the football to determine like first downs.
Yes, 100%.
I am so for that.
They're
so
using
for that.
they're using technology though to gain a first down, so they're changing that. They're using like AI systems to use it. So in a way they're doing it, but I think the chip in the football is better.
I think the way that they're going about that is great. I also think how it's almost like baseball now, where like baseball you can challenge like a pitch, and like that's also really good. I love that because now now you can't like get super pissed off at an ump, but like so you can like challenge the pitch and then
Angel Hernandez is gonna get fucking wrecked.
toasted.
Well, he's gone now.
I was about to say,
He's gone
he's
now.
done.
He's gone now. I forgot about that.
But in like the UFL as well, you can like challenge like calls. So like, oh, I will say the one thing I do have against that though is it slows down the pace of the game. But-
Yeah.
that's the thing with college basketball when they can challenge anything just by
Yes.
spinning their finger.
Yeah,
there's
so
no
the
limit.
last
Jay
2
Billick
minutes
said,
it's
"You gotta
just
stop doing
challenge
that."
it. No, the last 2 minutes it's fucking review after review after
God.
review after review after review after review.
He's, oh, it's off Florida. It's like, no, it's not. And they're up, review it.
Yeah, it's crazy. That I will say that is a little upsetting. I can understand why because they really want to make sure they get the right call, but I think that's just something you just kind of have to suck up. Just what it is.
My sell is that people want to challenge pass interferences. I wouldn't. I would do roughing the passers instead.
The Chiefs,
Everyone-
so the Chiefs don't get away with their roughing the
It's not
passer
even
every
the
single
Chiefs. Everyone
goddamn.
fucking
At first I
does.
was
The
like,
Chiefs
what
get
are
it
you
more,
saying?
but
I know what you mean. Yeah.
some roughing the passer calls are just some bullshit. Pass interference
Yeah,
is like,
so
um, pass interference
See,
is easy. The
Pass
rule is easy.
interference. There's some calls where I'm
It's
I'm all
double
for-
hand fighting.
yeah.
They're going at it. Yeah.
about to say I'm all for corners and receivers getting like super like physical with each other. That's how football's supposed to be played. So I'm all for that. It's really just the battle of whoever's the better player
Roughing the
there.
passer should be reviewable.
Absolutely.
Do you not know how
Absolutely.
how forward momentum works? A fat dude who's like 280 can't stop himself of like it's so stupid.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
it's like yeah,
They'll have their,
a guy who's like
right
300
arm
pounds can't.
handled in,
Yeah.
in the offensive tackle, and their left arm will hit like Baker in the face, and he just dive.
Yeah. It's
So dumb.
I will say though, like nobody's as good as selling it as Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes sells it
He literally
every
tries to do
fucking
it.
time,
He
and it
tries to-
pisses me
he
off.
sells it all the time.
Because
he's not
it-
doing
like-
the fake run out of bounds BS. We're not doing that.
Yeah, get the dude. Like I would lay you the fuck out if I was.
He
Hey,
gave
that's what I would
himself
tell
up,
them. That's
bro.
what I would tell my team. If I'm feeling
Once
Mahomes,
you give
just
yourself
lay him
up,
out. You're gonna
plays
get the
over,
call
dude.
anyway. Just lay him
Yeah,
out.
you're gonna get the
lay him
call.
out,
Just
yeah.
lay him out. Lay him
When he
out.
goes flying into the bench. Oh shit.
Whoops. My bad. Didn't mean to go that hard. But that's valid. I'm for that. I think roughing the passer should be 100.
It should be reviewable. Pass interferences, no. Unless it's like so blatantly obvious pass interference they don't call it, a la Rams, Saints.
Yeah.
Like if it's that bad, then review it. But if it's not that bad, then forget it.
Y'all like the college or NFL pass interference?
I like the NFL better.
I was gonna say I was honestly gonna say college.
It seems cheesy. They can throw a 50-yard bomb and end up at like the 2-yard line, but like
Yeah.
If you're gonna,
I like the college one.
I like it. I like it in both because in college it makes sense because like they're not as experienced as covering corners and you're playing like a superstar receiver that's gonna like if you're guarding 1-on-1 Jeremiah Smith, you don't want him just going running past.
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
You gotta give it the 15 yards. But in the NFL, if you make the NFL, you kind of have to make sure you stay put.
Yeah.
So at that point, I get
The college one I like. It's more fun in my opinion. It's more fun to watch.
Yeah, you get rewarded for being somewhat smart. You know, if you get beat, you just shove him to the ground, get a pass interference, get 15 yards.
But all in all, I think obviously. Oh, and then while we're speaking of like rules and as a Packers fan, I'm not gonna say I'm disgusted that they proposed they were the ones that proposed the push ban. I can understand it. I get it.
Draft Desmond Watson and your problem is solved. That's all I'm gonna say. Just draft Desmond Watson for Florida and your problem's solved.
But the thing is, if somebody falls on his ankle, he's dead.
He's durable though. He's actually quite durable.
Or not. Somebody falls on his. He falls on somebody else's ankle. Like they're dead.
Keep
They're
it
done.
sneaky. The only person that can push him is the running back. We're not doing like the 8 tight ends on his right and left pushing.
That's where I can understand it from. It's like
You can keep the running back because
I
he's
can
supposed to be there.
understand. I can understand having the running back push him, but like having like the 2 tight ends behind you as well pushing, like it's not football. Do I think you should definitely build a line to stop it? Yes, I think that's just how you're supposed to play football. But
the trick is
maybe they ban it, maybe they don't. I don't know.
Buccaneers like the blueprint. The way to beat it is the nose.
Of course
tackle.
it did. Of course it did, Nico.
No, but I'm telling you.
All right, while you explain this, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick. I'm listening.
Basically, the way that happened was the nose tackle has to beat the center to the ground.
When the Bucks first did it, they did it twice in one game. And when they played him, not this past year, but the year before, when Baker's first year in Tampa Bay, what they did is that they said, all right, Vita Vea, beat Jason Kelsey to the punch on the ground. Because what happens is they use Jason Kelsey as the pusher on the ground. So it allows the tight ends and the running back from behind to push forward. So it gives them the space. What happens is if you beat them, it stops the center's momentum and allows the other players in the middle to move forward. So basically, you're able to stop with 3 guys, and the Buccaneers did that. So that's how you beat it. You basically have to have a nose tackle that beats the center to the ground, because that's where the momentum comes. You have to beat the ground. It's hard. You don't know when it's coming, but if you get a guy who can do it, that's how you do it.
I'm back.
That's how it's done. If I'm not mistaken, someone else did it this year. I forgot who it was. Someone did.
It's been stopped. It's been stopped, but it's still like an 85% success rate.
It's done the same way. The nose tackle has to beat the center to the ground. That's the only way. If you can do it, that's how it's done. That's simple.
It's very hard to beat, and I wouldn't mind it if they banned it, just because it's like, yeah, it's football. Now, am I against, like Tim said, like the running back pushing them? No, because the running back's supposed to be there. But it's all just mumbo jumbo that I think it's unnecessary to even propose in the first place.
But there's so many formations. Oh shit, that fell. So many formations. You have like a tight end like help run block. But,
it's a stupid play, but I mean, I don't think it's worth.
I don't think it should be banned.
I don't think you should propose it to get banned just because you don't.
But other teams can do it. They just don't know. They just don't do it.
They're not able to do it.
The Eagles.
Ban Josh Allen from running? No.
Well, no, but here's the thing though. It's like the Eagles like almost played into it. There's like, all right, well, we want to be like, we want like a super heavy O line because we also want to just be like a very run first team. And I mean, look what they did. They got Saquon. And then Saquon goes absolutely berserk behind that amazing O-line.
Yep.
They built an offense that they wanted that they had an idea for, So they can also have a dominant run game, and then they can also have a very good line for
Yeah, 100% agree.
Play to your strengths, and if you want to stop it, build a beefier D line. I don't know.
All right, so you know, we're the OT and off topic. OT stands
We gotta
for
get
basically
we
overtime first
gotta
score.
get a little off
The off
topic.
topic part is basically, you know, where we just talk about random things. So Zach has a couple things to say about an upcoming movie that he does not think is going to be good. And by the way, I've seen the reviews and they say it is
I know
dog
exactly
shit.
what he's gonna say, and I don't even like movies.
Have you
Go ahead, Zach, go nuts.
have you actually seen like reviews for it and said it's dog
Yes,
shit?
they say it's garbage.
Which one? Are we talking about Disney or are we talking about the other one?
No, the other one, the one that you
Oh.
want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
But
Really?
They do say that if you
Hold up.
like the game, you will appreciate that they actually like care about the game.
So, I talked about this a little in my, most recent YouTube video, probably the channel. I have it linked somewhere. You'll find it. So, the Minecraft movie. In theory, it looks like it could work. But in no reason should you have a fat Jack Black playing the main character in an action movie. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Jack Black is how old now? I need to look this up.
I'll look it up for you. Jack Black is, I think he's in his 50s now.
He is 55 years old.
Yeah.
55 years old. Playing the main character in a children's movie. Now, is that necessarily the big issue? No. The fact that you are playing Steve, not that there's like a formula you need to follow, you don't need to like look apart or anything, but it's still just, it doesn't sit right, bro. It just doesn't sit right. I can't take you seriously when you're sitting over here, I am Steve. Like, you're a cornball. You're corny. And, do what you gotta do. But the visuals in the movie, I will say, from previews, looks amazing. And that's probably gonna be like the highlight of the movie, is just like the visuals. But
Yeah.
there's parts in that trailer that I can clearly see is like green screen though. It looks kind of bad. But
So, yeah, can I interrupt you for one
go
second?
for it, yeah.
So
What you gotta
basically,
do.
what I'm looking at is what they like about the movie. As of right now, it's actually 3.7 out of 5.
It's about what I thought it would be.
Because
I
they
knew
basically
people would still like it.
they went all in on the stupid part, and they say it's like unapologetically stupid, funny. Like, not
At
like
least they
stupid
play-
about it, it's just
yeah.
funny.
At least they play into it.
Yeah, they play into it, and they actually appreciate, the world building of Minecraft. They actually like appreciate people like caring about the game, in a sense.
Where'd Tim go?
Up 10 is probably talking to his roommate right now. So
We just have we have a black screen down there, but that's all right. But anyways, so I can at least appreciate that part of it. But my whole entire thing with the movie is just I wish it would have gone like a more like animated direction, because I feel like it's a video game. I mean, it only makes sense. I mean, the only time I could ever see something working for like live action be like Fallout, where the characters look thick. Like
any one of those like
Fallout.
realistic games.
Yeah, like Fallout,
Like Call of Duty.
that adaptation, beautiful.
Fantastic, fucking fantastic.
Halo,
Awesome
no,
show.
Halo. What's up, Dylan?
That's because they don't know what they were doing. They didn't know what they
No,
were doing.
let's say Halo was fine. It looked cool. They just didn't know what they were doing with it.
Yeah, they didn't know the game itself. It looked nice, but
And
Call of Duty could do something really awesome, but they're
I
not
mean,
gonna do
Call
it.
of Duty.
It costs
You're
way
basically
too much money.
you're basically just making a war movie at that. But it's no different from
Can
any
you
other
imagine a
movie.
remake of Modern Warfare 2, the OG one?
I mean, that's
That would break.
is-
That would break some people's
I was
hearts.
about to say, is that not just like, is that not just like real world events? Just be so, because I mean, the whole entire plot of like any Call of Duty game is based off of like real world events, other than like Advanced Warfare, which was
Yeah.
honestly a very underrated game in my opinion.
Agreed.
I as a kid, I really enjoyed that one. I think that was genuinely one of the better Call of Duties. People hate it, but I actually genuinely enjoyed it. But back to the whole entire like movie like thing is you could totally sit there and make great great shows, great adaptations, and stuff like that. Like I've seen, like I said, I've seen it with Fallout. Fallout, the like series on Amazon Prime, masterpiece.
So good.
Masterpiece.
So good. So damn good.
It was really good. Everybody, seemed to really enjoy it. I've heard rumors that they might even like Halloween Horror Nights. They might be doing like a Fallout house, which would be really cool. I think they could do that
They could do something
pretty
like that.
well.
Pretty cool.
But things like that, games like that, you can totally make like a live action, adaptation to it. Minecraft, on the other hand, you definitely can't do live action. It won't work. Like I go back to the visuals because I'm sure they look great, but it's just at least I feel more comfortable knowing that reviews are saying that they play into the whole stupid funny part.
Yeah, and if that's the case, I don't have a problem with it.
If that's the case, it'll make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
It'll make the experience. It's like, oh, it's the whole point of the movie is to be funny, corny.
Mhm.
That'll at least make me feel a little bit better.
Yeah. It's kind of like everything, I don't
Yeah.
think it.
It's
I'm not gonna watch
obviously I'll give my review after I watch it. I'll because I really want to be shocked. I don't want to go in and like be like, damn, I was really right. Like I want to be like I want to be shocked. I don't want to not like this movie. Like I want to like it. I just right now, like previews and like all the memes about it, I just can't. It seems too corny for me. I don't know.
Come on, Zach. I know you're gonna watch it 3 times.
I'll watch it once and that's about it.
Yeah. Speaking
And-
of
and
remakes, we got a very controversial one right now coming out, and there's one coming later this year that everyone thinks is gonna look, and it looks fantastic. So, as of right now, the new Snow White movie is the worst rated
Awful.
movie on IMDb history.
I don't even want to watch it. I saw
However,
somebody.
however,
No,
hey,
listen.
hey.
I saw somebody comment that they could stream that movie illegally and still want a refund.
Now, I
And
will
honestly,
say,
I'd feel the same way.
I can guarantee you that is not the worst film of all time. I can guarantee you that is
No,
not
but
the worst film of all time.
it's just the publicity that followed it is the reason why it flopped. I mean, the whole issue was when you had an actor, kind of or an actress take over a whole entire film, and
the controversy behind the whole thing, the whole movie was doomed from the start.
No, absolutely.
the start.
It was doomed from the casting. Ziegler, whatever the name is, she didn't even say anything yet, and it was doomed from the start just because of the casting.
Yeah, Gal Gadot should not have been the evil queen. She's not that good of an
I
actress.
was about to say Nika will die on that hill that she's not a good actor.
She's
or
not.
actress.
She's not.
And I know you'll die on that hill.
I will die on that. I will. The thing is that like she was good in Wonder Woman. I will give her credit for that. But other than that, nothing she does is good.
Yeah. See, I feel like I could take shits more entertaining than Snow White. I feel that way. I think sitting on a toilet for 30 minutes and just ripping a mean one could be more fun than sitting down and watching Snow White.
That's true. Now, Lilo and Stitch, on the other hand, looks amazing.
Looks great.
It looks very good. I think they cooked with that. Dude,
It-
if they messed up that movie, oh my god, everyone would be fucking mad as hell if they fucked that up.
yeah.
They're not.
Dylan, is that Tim or you putting up the help me sign? Anyways.
All right, I'll just do one quick thing because
Well, I was gonna say my thing on Lilo and Stitch real quick. It's like I'm obviously, I'm not the biggest Disney fan. I've never been, probably never will be. But I will say I can at least appreciate the direction they went in with it because it genuinely looks good. I can't complain. I watched the original as a kid, and watching like the preview for the live action, I can't complain. Now
Yeah.
you go back to the Minecraft movie, I can probably make a whole list on things I don't like about it.
Yeah. Like Jack Black.
See, Dylan gets it.
funny. It's funny because I remember I told you guys this. Disney, when it comes to like doing all this stuff, is literally Prime Rangers Joey Gallo. They swing for the fences or they get no contact. It's either peak.
It's
it's
no.
either
I remember.
peak-
Yeah,
It's
it's
either
so
peak
accurate.
or absolute dog shit. There's no in between. Just none.
Yeah, it's that's pretty accurate.
Like Beauty and the Beast remake, really good.
I've like I said before, I've never watched it.
It's actually quite good. I will
I've
give it
never
credit for that.
watched
The
it.
Cinderella, the first Cinderella one, in 2015, was also good. Now, Cruella also, even though it's more of a prequel to.
I
the original
heard
movie,
that. I heard that.
That
was
movie's
pretty good.
great. Now, Mulan, garbage. I haven't seen Snow White. I know it's not good.
I have heard horrible things about Mulan. I will.
Mulan. The problem with the Mulan is it's not like the acting. They don't have Mushu, who's the dragon,
Which is
they
like the
don't
best
have- and-
character.
and the editing was god awful. Like the editing was so bad. Like it looked like so poorly edited that it just made me want to throw up.
Sometimes it is what it is.
All right, I want to end this off with the lesson because we've been here for damn near 2 hours. You know, what is, and Tim, you can answer this if you want. I know you're not huge on movies, but you know, might as well. What is your most anticipated movie for this upcoming like summer group?
I will say.
I have two for mine. I have two for mine.
I don't even know what you said.
So basically, what movies, if you are gonna watch any, or shows, either or, what are you like most excited to watch in like this year, like upcoming this year? Because apparently there's gonna be like a lot of good stuff coming out this year.
Like on Netflix or anywhere?
Anywhere.
Could be anywhere. It could be a movie, could be a show, anything. Just tell me.
Hold up. Let me look at my list real quick. Y'all go first.
All right, Zach, you go.
For me, I'm not even a Disney fan, but Lilo and Stitch is probably like a really good one that I genuinely will watch because it's just good. Either that or the Fantastic Four.
I have Fantastic Four is one because I know it's gonna be good.
No
They
way.
wanna make- But the movie that I am the most hyped to see is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. That movie is gonna be so fucking peak.
I had a feeling you were
I
gonna
am-
say that.
I am a huge Mission Impossible fan. The only Mission Impossible movie that I don't think is great, or at least good, is the second one. It's okay.
Didn't you say that
And
comes
that's-
out the same day as Lilo and Stitch?
It is, and that I think that works for both of them. One is a family movie. The other one is a very intense action film. And the one thing that they've done, ever since Tom Cruise basically got complete control of Mission Impossible, which was, I believe, in the fourth one, where he got like complete oversight, which was Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, Fallout, or yeah, Mission Impossible Fallout, and the last one, which was Dead Reckoning Part 1, or Dead Reckoning now, and obviously this. It's been all just peak. Like it's just all been good. Like they're all fantastic movies. I think that movie is gonna be awesome. I'm so hyped for that. And also Jurassic World Rebirth. I think that movie's gonna be quite good. I think they have.
I think it'll be all right. I don't have super high expectations for it, but I think they'll do good.
Yeah. Also Thunderbolts. Apparently Thunderbolts, the post-credit scene leads directly into Doomsday. Which, and also,
Hey, can I say a movie in development?
go ahead. Tell me.
Can I say Spider-Man?
Tell some of his Legends of Spider-Man. Oh yeah.
Because I mean, it's technically not going to come out to like
And obviously
2026, but you know,
Obviously, the
whatever.
Odyssey comes out, the next Nolan film. I'm gonna watch
that
shit day one.
might. Tim, remember reading that in like fucking what was that, freshman year?
That movie's gonna be fucking insanely
remember
good.
Yeah, that movie. I saw like some of the like the shootings
It
for
looks
it.
so damn good, bro.
It actually looks really good. So,
It's Christopher
that-
Nolan. What do you expect? He's just the peak cinema maker.
I don't think I can name one movies directed that's been bad.
I got two things. One,
ahead.
Happy Gilmore 2. It could be kind of
yes.
It could. So here's the thing with that.
Knockoff, obviously, but it has like the.
It could be really. It could be like almost like a Minecraft movie, like
Yeah.
Kinda
yeah.
fun.
like it's supposed to be like a funny, stupid kind of movie. That's expected. It has fucking Adam Sandler in it.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler, all the big dogs.
Yeah, it has all the
Yeah.
it has all the big golfers in it. So that's really cool. I do like that part.
And
I
the
do.
second, the best movie I've ever seen. Well, not really ever seen, but I'm not even a huge movie guy. But I saw Venom once. The movie's really fucking good.
The first one, yeah, it's good.
Wait,
Genuinely
so
good
is there a
movie.
newer one? Like, is it good? Never seen it.
I have to admit,
There's what, 2 of them?
there's 3.
3.
So
Oh,
I'll
that's
give-
right. Yeah.
First one, really good. Good introduction. Second one, okay, too short, kind of ruined the character because there wasn't enough of it. The third one, I will admit, it's better than what people say.
I like the
I don't
third
think
one.
it's. I think the third one's good.
I actually like, because that was what, Let There Be Carnage or whatever.
No, that was the second one.
Is that the second one?
Yeah,
What was the third one?
The Last Dance.
That's right. Yeah, no.
The third one was decent. You know, listen. When everyone says, "Oh, the story needs to be better," blah 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 blah. No one said that 10 years ago when Iron Man 2 or Thor: The Dark World came out. I don't want to hear that. Those are all strictly for entertainment. And Tom Hardy, who plays Eddie Brock, is good enough where he can just carry the movie himself. He has it. It's fun.
He is a good actor.
It
Any movie I've seen him in,
gave
he's
a
always
good ending.
played a
It gave a
pretty
good
good
ending for it. So, also, I just want to say the last. Tim, you said you had another one.
No, I'm not.
That's it. So, yeah, Abby Gilmore, I think, should be good. I will say, though, anyone who says Marvel's dead, 275 million people watched a 5.5-hour stream of chairs being revealed. So
Okay.
don't give me this nonsense that the Marvel's dead.
Here's my take on that. Like, I can understand where they're coming from, because like in reality, I feel like their productions have gotten a little lazy. And I feel like that's more the reason why people say Marvel's dead. It seems like they're caring a little bit less about their projects
Caring
than
about
they
this.
usually have. But viewer wise, it's Marvel. It's still always gonna, it's still always gonna pull,
I can tell you
hundreds
right
of
now,
millions of viewers.
Robert Downey Jr. would not have come
Tim, throw
back.
that on.
If Robert Downey Jr. would not have come back as the main villain of the entire thing, if he didn't think it was going to be good.
No, absolutely.
He
I'm sure
come
it'll be fine.
I don't care how he hasn't. You would say, oh, he got paid a whatever amount of money. I think it was like high 8 figures, like $90 million for both films.
I'm
So-
sure it'll be fine. I'm
So
positive.
you can say fine, he gets paid a lot, but again, I saw this interview with the directors who were the Russo brothers. They said that he was the one who wanted to come back in the first place.
Yeah.
It was him that gave them that idea. So he
R.I.P.
wanted to come back originally. Obviously, you want to get paid a lot, and he's obviously, the face of Marvel essentially. But he wanted to come back. He would not come back if he didn't think it would be good. It's that simple. He just wouldn't.
No,
don't care how much money
like I said, even like some of the older guys from like Fantastic Four, like they wouldn't come back if they knew it wasn't good.
Oh, look at all the X-Men. Do you really think Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, who are both in their 80s, would come back to play Professor X and Magneto
No, if it wasn't good,
they
like
think it was
yeah,
going to be good? No, of course they wouldn't. They don't need the money.
it'll be fine.
They do not. Out of all the people, they do not need the money. They are.
I'm sure it'll all be fine. But
Yeah.
I feel like some of the more like recent like release projects have been a little, they feel a little lazy.
Some of
But
that. I can tell they're putting in effort now. Daredevil is fantastic.
yeah, I
Loki
haven't watched
was
it
great.
yet, but
Loki
I've
was
heard
great.
it was good.
Thunderbolts is going to be good. I know it is. Fantastic Four is going to be
Um,
good, and obviously Doomsday and
I was gonna say, people tend to start blaming, writer strike, blah blah blah. But like that,
last year it was.
I feel like you can't keep blaming that now. Like
no,
so,
now you can't.
the Spider-Man
Last year,
fucking release. We need
Last
part
year-
2.
Last year, yes. Last year was the year for the excuse of the writer's strike. 'Cause usually, movies take about a year to produce completely. So that was 2023. So that was the year the writer's strike happened. So that last year was the reason why a lot of those films weren't, great. So last year, yes, you get the pass. Everything else, no.
I feel like especially in 2025 now, you don't get the pass for that.
Yeah, no. Now you don't. All right, I think that's enough for now, right? What do you guys think?
I'm thinking, the draft, April
April 21st, I believe. So
21st.
or 22nd.
So like we're all
Yeah, in
we're
3
all-
weeks, pretty much.
Yeah, so I'm about to say, so we're all making sure we're off of work and everything. Definitely doing a live stream.
We're definitely doing a live stream during the
100%.
draft.
100% doing a draft live.
during. That's gas.
Yeah, but I say I'll have like a live ticker and everything.
Yeah. If you're down for it.
No, I'll do it live reaction. That's gas.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's perfect.
I mean, you're the 4th overall pick, so I mean that's a pretty good reaction.
All right. So what are your all NFL's hot takes? And we can end it up.
NFL hot takes.
something. It's like, yeah, it's like. I mean, you could like if you said like the Commanders are gonna be good last year, that would be like an amazing hot take.
Oh, absolutely. Hot take. I believe that. I'm trying to think here.
Thinking of one myself.
I have one, but I don't think it'll ever happen.
What?
But I think the Jacksonville Jaguars should like move out of Jacksonville and just go to fucking like London or some shit.
Dude, because yeah, it's that. It's
I got a
that-
hot take for you.
It's their owner. That's I know.
Yeah,
I got a really hot take for you.
it's not like a super hot take, but I feel like that their home isn't really in Jacksonville. Their attendance is lacking in recent years, is from what I've seen. It's just the only time they get good attendance. Like I went there last year for the Packers game. It was more. I feel like it was more Packers fans than Jacksonville Jaguars fans.
I got two hot takes for you.
All right, let's hear them.
First off, Chiefs do not win a division. I think the Broncos will end up winning that division at 12-5, and I think the Chiefs will be 11-6. Because I think the Broncos have an easier schedule, and I think that the Broncos are now good enough with the additions they got in this free agency, and they draft another receiver, which I think they are. They're going to be, I think, they're the best team in the AFC West. And also, Ravens make the Super Bowl over Buffalo and Kansas City.
I don't think they make it over that hump. I think they're
think they do.
they're stuck on the bottom of the mountain.
I just don't trust Buffalo's defense. Until they can prove to me. I'm not worried about Josh Allen. If anyone says anything
No.
about Josh Allen choking in the playoffs, I'm just ignoring them because they're just stupid.
You,
But
you give Josh Allen like
if you
the
put
Ravens.
Josh Allen on
Give him
replace Josh
Baltimore.
Allen with Jalen Hurts, put Josh Allen with the Eagles.
Oh, he's winning like
Greatest
3
team of all
Super
time.
Bowls.
Greatest team of all time. They go undefeated and win the Super Bowl. Like they just would not lose. Josh Allen with Saquon Barkley,
Would be an insane combo.
and then with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, with that offensive line.
I
And that
say
defense,
and that offensive line, Allen would have forever to throw.
he never gets sacked anyway. He never gets sacked.
And he would be able to start running the ball more if he really wanted to. And then obviously
Also,
when
actually-
you don't feel like you actually have a reliable running back. Sorry Buffalo, but sometimes
one.
James Cooks
James Cook's good.
he's better than Singletary was. I'll say that.
Singletary, no.
Singletary was awful. Singletary was
No,
awful.
no. You can. If someone said, "Oh, but he had Devin," if I hear someone say, "Oh, but he had Devin," stop.
No, Devin Singletary was
If someone
awful.
tell me, "Oh, but he had Devin Singletary," I'm actually gonna crash out. 'Cause no.
Singletary was
He was
awful.
like, he's serviceable. It's like every Patriots running back when we won the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, he
He's
was
just a
he was
He's just a
serviceable,
worse
but he
version of
wasn't
Ramondre
very good.
Stevenson. No offense to him.
No. I want to take one of the running backs in the draft, but there's like a
Oh.
million of them.
I totally forgot. The Eagles also have AJ Dillon now.
Oh yeah.
Like that's like a perfect one. You have like two of the like probably strongest running backs in the
Just be
NFL.
The goal line dumbass.
Well, yeah. So Saquon's gonna be like
Oh,
the,
Saquon's
like,
not
main
gonna be
running
getting a
back.
lot of touchdowns this year.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna draft him first overall.
they're just gonna throw AJ Dillon. They're just like, all right, go run someone over. I'm gonna miss AJ Dillon. I really liked him. It's a shame he got.
I will
hurt
say
last
though,
year.
hey, Tim, hot take, maybe delusional Magic fan, but if we end up playing Cleveland first round, watch for an upset. Because we're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better. Our defense starting to get a little better. Watch out for that upset if we play Cleveland, because Cleveland is not playing well right now.
It all just comes down to you make your shots, you win the game.
If Caleb Hughes
Let Paulo cook, but also don't make him do the whole entire fucking thing.
move KCP to the bench and start Caleb Houston, I've seen enough.
We don't need to
we
go
look
down that
better
road.
playing.
We know you've had enough with
Except for playing a
KCP.
point guard that doesn't need to score 10 points to be satisfied. He can score 0 and still feel fine. He just needs to pass the damn ball.
Yeah. Listen, Paulo and Franz are good enough that if your team just does a little bit, they can carry you to wins. They're that good of a duo. They've shown it. I mean, last year in the playoffs, Paulo was by himself and almost won a game 7 on the road by himself.
We didn't even play Anthony Black any of the games.
No, we're gonna play him now, and he's
No,
playing better.
It was like a stat. If he scores double digits, we're like
We're,
nine,
we're,
like
we're,
nine.
we're almost on the when he scores double digits, Zach, we're like 15-5.
Yeah.
Something stupid. we don't play enough minutes.
Just keep
Isaac,
keep trying
Isaac
to
needs to
replicate
play some
that.
minutes.
There's no way they go into the playoffs and start. It should be Anthony Black and KCP because they're so down bad.
Yeah.
It's just a shame to see KCP not pan out how like at all how anybody wanted him to like pan out.
$22 million a year.
We wanted him to be like Malik Beasley, who doesn't miss a three. So
Yeah, and then just he's having his worst year like on record.
No, it's the worst year of his career.
you can't have 5 threes and like if the Magic have like 13 threes, they usually win the game.
Dude, when they make 10 threes,
Yeah, I was about to say 10.
they're like 10 games over 500.
so dumb.
But more than half of our games, we haven't made 10 threes. Look at the game against Dallas. Hardy. Josh, what's his first?
Hardy
Hardy.
Williams, dude.
Hardy had as many threes by himself as the entire damn team.
Yeah.
5. You can't shoot 5 of 30. Like, that's
Just stupid seeing the Pistons above it because we're miles better than them.
We're better than, the problem is the Pistons have been healthy all year. We
Yeah,
have
no.
not.
And of course, we could have passed the Bucks, but no, we lost to the Raptors twice. We're gonna like lose in the play-in and be the 8th seed, and then go see Cleveland again.
Honestly, I'd be
rematch of
down.
last year.
If we win one in Cleveland, oh shit, they're gonna be scared, bro. Go home.
It would be fucking.
Well, to be completely honest, like the Magic totally should have won last year.
Yo,
They-
yeah.
Oh, they fucking choked him. Well, okay.
They
Everyone
had
loved
had it.
Paolo.
They had
If
it.
Franz is like anything but like better than last year, we probably win the series. But it's
Yeah.
just so dumb.
Yeah. If he plays any better, we win.
It's
I mean,
upsetting
the Magic
because
do
like
get dog walked by Boston,
the Magic had it in their hands, bro. They just fucking blew it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm giving Jeff. I'm willing to give Jeff Weltman another year, and so is Coach Mosley, because they're finally starting to pick up their rhythm a little bit, and also because of all the injuries they've had this year. It's just fucking nasty.
If it's the
Apparently,
same-
no. Here's the thing: though, Milwaukee could fall. We're only 5 games behind Milwaukee,
they're so bad.
and Milwaukee's bad. They don't have Lillard. Lillard's gone for pretty much the rest of the year. So if they keep falling and we keep winning, we're gonna end up in the 6th seed and play New York in the first round. I'm down for that because they cannot defend to save their life. I'd be down to play New York.
That'd be an interesting.
Paulo would score 30 a game with that defense. They can't defend. Who'd you put? OG Anunoby on Paulo? Pfft, cooked.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we'd win. They probably would beat us in 6 or 7 games, but we'd have a chance. All right, I think that's enough blabbering. We've been on for 2 hours. I think that's enough.
Sweet.
All right.
I'm gonna go get me some delicious lunch or something. I'm
Yeah,
starving.
same. I'm hungry as well, dude. All I had was a Greek yogurt for breakfast. And some
I
blueberries
had
for breakfast.
I had a bowl of cinnamon toast crunch. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All right.
Say what you got for breakfast, huh?
Bagel.
Good shit.
Shit.
All right. I think that's enough for now.
All right.
All right.
Adios.
Next episode will either be a couple not next week, maybe next week.
So
We'll see.
we might be able to squeeze one in next week.
But we will have the stream live for the draft because we want to do
100%. I'm about to say, worst comes to worst, it's just Tim and I without Nico.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
don't need
depends.
Janiques.
I know you don't need me. It's more like my schedule.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I work
playing.
a lot. I work a lot. All right. So I think that's enough for now. So long, everybody.